Good afternoon and welcome to quarterfinal number 3 at the 42nd annual Max Midget Hockey Tournament. Chris Colwell alongside with me is Zach Stewart. Is quarterfinal number 3 between the Caribou Cougars and the Okanagan Rockets. The Rockets wearing their road red jerseys with the blue Ogopogo on the front. Starting goaltender is Kaden Hamming. 2-0 in the tournament at 1.50 goals against average, 939 save percentage to our broadcast left. Caribou Cougars are in their road white jerseys with the red logo, the white cougar on the front. Goaltender is Jordan Fairley, 2-1 in the tournament, 1.34 goals against average, 940 save percentage as we get set for quarterfinal number 3.
It should be a good one. Both these teams were 3-1 in the tournament, and their only loss were real close games. The Cougars lost 3-2 to Moose Jaw, and the Rockets, they lost 2-1 to the Steel Bobcats. So both close games, so both teams are ready to go, and it should be a good game.
Rockets going from right to left on your TV screens in this first period. Cougars from left to right, set to go. A pair of BC midget hockey teams are used to each other, so don't expect any feeling out process, and we are set. Referee drops the opening face-off, and it's controlled by the Cougars as they back up inside their own zone. They'll chip it off the glass and out to center ice. Rockets get it back, though. Tipped in deep by Queering. Knocked away from him out to center ice and sent in by Connor Elliott. And the Cougars back inside of their own zone have control. Out to center ice come the Caribou Cougars now up the left side. A little chip and chase inside of Okanagan territory. Brennan Bott, though, bodied off the puck as he got it in deep. Leslie fires it in behind the right wing goal. Picked up there by the Cougars. They hold it in only temporarily, though, as Okanagan able to get it out to center ice and back you up inside their own zone. Caribou Cougars with control. They turn it over. Funk. He'll circle back to his own blue line. Drop it up there for Gilowski. And Gilowski will send it down inside of Caribou territory. Cougars trying to break out, unable to do so. Circling back. Zachary Leslie inside of his own zone. Forechecked and almost forced to turn the puck over as Boyarski coming in there on the forecheck. Boyarski with the tournament has a goal and 2 assists. Had a 2-point game in that game against Fort Saskatchewan on the 29th of December. As Okanagan back inside of their own zone with control. As Zach mentioned, both teams 3-1 in the tournament in the round robin stages as Okanagan backed up inside their own zone. The Rockets lone lost 2-1 yesterday afternoon to the Lloydminster Bobcats in what was basically a meaningless game for both teams. The Bobcats played for pride. Okanagan, they already knew they were going to be playing here today. Rockets inside their own zone, a minute and a half gone in this opening period. So Rockets take the puck to center ice on the left side. Boyarski with it, his long shot, 6 save made by Fairley. First chance for Fairley to get tested. Rockets keep the puck in, move it over to the right wing boards. With it there, John Harrington, his centering pass goes back to the line left side. There's a long shot that Fairley made the save on the shot by Tyson Jugnut.
Both of these teams, they rely heavily on their goalies and their scoring. Both of them are +9 in this tournament so far, as both teams have only allowed a few goals in. And so the scoring it's either going to be a really high-scoring game or really low, depends how the goalies are playing.
Rockets giving up 5 goals in the tournament, and 8 given up by the Caribou Cougars. Cougars in that really wild pool number 4 as potential at 3 teams at 3-1. Moose Jaw, though, with a tie with St. Albert in their last game yesterday, ended up 3-0-1. Cougars 3-1 and St. Albert 2-1-1. The defending Max champions did not make the playoff round. This puck bounces in front of the Okanagan blue line. Rockets go back after it inside their own zone. Bank it off the glass and out to center ice. Rolls down inside of Cougar territory. Caribou back after it inside their own zone. That's Wyatt Milner. Milner forced off the puck in behind his own goal. Rimmed around the boards on the right side as the Rockets keep it in. Backhanded towards the front of the goal. Blocked off, and the Cougars now have the chance to clear it out. Brought ahead, Riley Sharon. He's tied. Actually, it's Jackson Hasseman tied up. And the Rockets send it right back in. Got the 2 10s mixed up there. Give you the Okanagan 10, Riley Sharon. Now to the left point, held in by the Rockets. Long shot on goal by Connor Elliott. That one turned to the side by the blocker hand of Fairley. Into the right corner boards. Rockets still with control as they look down low. Play approaching the 3-minute mark here of the opening period. Still no score. Shots are 2-0 Okanagan as they have dominated play of possession deep inside of Caribou territory. They'll backhand it on goal, and the goaltender Fairley will reach down and hang on.
I'm excited to see how Fairley plays this game. He's faced a lot of shots this tournament. He's played 3 out of the 4 games, and he's faced 71 shots going into this game. So I don't know if he'll be tired, or I'm curious to see how this will play effect on him this game.
Face off deep inside of Caribou territory, the glove side of the goaltender, fairly controlled by the Rockets. They'll send it around the boards on the left side. Cougars with a chance to get it out. Elliott, though, pins himself up against the boards, try and keep it in, unable to do so as it's cleared out to center ice. Cougars get in on the attack on the right side with it there. Jamie Merritt sends it around in behind the goal, picked up by Connor Elliott, and Elliott out to center ice. Here come the Rockets now. Down the left side with some speed is Nelson. Nelson in with a shot. It goes off a stick, rolls wide of the goal. Hicklin trying to jump on top of that one to keep it in, get some support from Kozovic as he'll work it down low. It's turned over, and then the Cougars will send it all the way down the ice. And this one far enough for icing, so 3.5 minutes in, another offensive zone faceoff coming up for the Rockets.
And 3.5 minutes in, and the Cougars still don't have a shot on goal, which is quite surprising. All tournament, they've been one of the most shot-heavy and pressured-favored teams. They have probably a lot of pressure in the offensive zone, but still no shots yet this period.
Both these teams approximately the same time off yesterday. Okanagan Rockets, a couple extra hours they played. Cougars played their last game at 12:30 in the afternoon. Actually, Cougars actually had yesterday off, so Cougars may be feeling a little bit rusty. I got mistaken there. It was Moose Jaw who had a couple hours extra off. Cougars with the puck deep inside of Rocket territory. There's a wrist shot high and wide of the goal. That by Alex Ochawa. Back to the right face-off circle. Battle for it there. Cougars, Scott knocks it free. Caribou Cougars knew they were going to be in the playoffs. Just didn't know where exactly they were going to set up after their 3-1 round robin record. Rockets chip the puck free to the line, not out, held in by Ochawa. They'll work it down low. It's intercepted though. Rockets with a chance to clear it out. Okanagan though can't clear it out as Caribou keeps it in. Back of the line, left side. There's a wrist shot by Flores. That one goes off a stick and wide of the goal into the right corner boards. Bott had it poked away from him. Back to the line. Reeves with a long shot. That one missed the net. The rebound up the end boards. Poked out to center ice. Now foot race for it. Riley Sharon down the right side. 1-on-2 though. Sharon didn't have much in the way of help down low as the Cougars take control. And they'll take a look and regroup deep inside of their own zone. Rim it around the boards. Get it out to center ice. And Caribou now tipping it down inside of Okanagan territory. Weir back after it. He'll rim it around the boards on the far side. Teague Patton after it there. It's poked away from him though in behind the net. Rockets, Weir behind the goal again for a teammate. That was Jugnut, but it deflected off him right back in front. And the goaltender Hamming pounces on that loose puck and hangs on.
Just finally some good pressure from the Cougars now. Our scoreboard said they still don't have a shot on goal, but their pressure is really starting to build on the Rockets' defense.
See what the Cougars can do with the offensive zone face-off against Okanagan. They win that draw. Quick shot on goal. A save made by Hamming as he hangs on to that one, and that was exactly the face-off dot the Cougars wanted there.
Yeah, I've watched a couple of the other Cougars games, and they have set plays right off the face-off in the offensive zone. And a couple of them have worked, and it's actually quite beautiful when it does work. Just a quick draw and a clean shot.
Face-off stays deep inside of Okanagan territory. This time the Rockets winning the face-off. Send it around the boards on the near side. Funk out towards center ice. Puck though bounced on him. And O'Brien takes it. He'll just work it back inside of his own zone. Fisher O'Brien gets it back on the near wall. He can't clear it out. And now a wrist shot. That one goes off a stick and way up into the air and out of play.
Straight off the roof. You don't see that happen often.
Yeah, really does.
We would like to take this time to acknowledge our gold sponsors, PepsiCo, Coca-Cola, McSweeney's, Dentine, and Oreo Bars. Their support of the Max is greatly appreciated.
Cougars and Rockets are scoreless here in this opening period. There's a face-off win, a quick shot on goal, and the save made by the goaltender Fairley, and then it's cleared away by the Cougars out to center ice. Rockets will chase it back inside of their own zone. Circling back, slowing things down as Caribou in with the forecheck, but as they do, they're going to take a penalty, a hooking call, and the first power play of the game belongs to the Okanagan Rockets.
The Max Tournament would like to take this opportunity to thank SAIT Polytechnique for their support of the tournament and the use of their site for overflow parking. If you're looking to further your education, please contact SAIT at sait.ca.
Power play stats for the Okanagan Rockets in the round robin, 1 for 13, 7.69%, 21st in the round robin pool. Caribou Cougars, 17 of 18 on the penalty kill, 94.44%. Well, that is only 6th best in the Max tournament in the round robin. So Rockets win the face-off. On the right side, they'll try and cycle it down low. Set up on the power play there, first of the hockey game. Jugnuth into the right face-off circle. Gets the return feed up top, now to the left face-off circle. Worked down low by Hicklin into the left corner boards as the Rockets slowing things down, moving to the middle of the ice. There's a wrist shot by Queering, that one blocked off. Queering gets it back though at the top of the point. Queering dances over left face-off circle, drops it off for Hicklin. Jugnuth down low, right face-off circle as Okanagan moving it around. There's a shot by Hicklin, stop the rebound on the doorstep. Actually, it was Jugnuth and the rebound fired just wide of the goal. In behind the net, Rockets keep it alive. Jugnuth now at the top of the right point, looks for a lane. Feeds it off left side. Funk with it. His shot save made by Fairley, and he'll hang on.
We take this opportunity to remind you that.
And even though
The Max Major Midget Hockey Tournament would like to thank our two-way communication sponsor, WestCan Wireless, Canada's premier supplier of advanced integrated radio communication solutions and services.
And even though the Cougars are shorthanded right now, that doesn't seem to affect them. They have three shorthanded goals so far this tournament. So they are well-equipped shorthanded.
Cougars win that face-off, clear around the boards and all the way down the ice as the Okanagan Rockets forced to regroup inside their own zone. Minute to go on the power play as they settle things down. 13 and a half to go in the opening period. No score is out to center ice. Auger right side, feeds it there for Teague Patton, driving that his shot, stop the rebound, scrambling for it, puck still loose, it down is Fairley to cover it up. A goal mouth scramble, the Rockets trying to stuff it in, unable to do so.
And even though that was just a scrambling play right there, that was some great composure by Farley to be able to spot that puck and to pounce on it. He didn't let the moment or the pressure get to him. He stayed composed and was able to make the save.
Face-off stays deep inside of Caribou territory to the glove side of Fairley once again. Approaching the 7-minute mark here of this opening period. Face-off won by the Rockets. Set it up at the left side. Kovacevic works it down low now, cross-ice pass. That one bounces away into the right corner boards. Picked up by Caribou, and they'll carry it out to center ice. 2-on-2 short-handed. Puck, though, bounces away from Majtavik and in behind the goal. It's picked up by Okanagan, and they'll take over control. Settling things down with 20 seconds to go on their power plays. The outlet to center ice. Left side, Nelson. He'll carry into Caribou territories. Backhand pass. That one slides towards the net, but is knocked away by the Cougars. Not out. Another chance to clear it out. It again can't get it out. Okanagan keeping it in. Left face-off circle with it. Final 10 seconds on the power play. Kovacevic works it to the line. Now the left side for Weir. Back to Kovacevic with a one-timer. He blasted that one high and wide. Off the end boards. Held in by Jace Weir. Penalty is over. Cougars are back to full strength, gave up 4 shots, but don't allow a goal as this game remains scoreless. Puck in the right corner boards. Rockets still trying to carry on. Right side with it there is Golowski. He'll turn it over though, and the Caribou with a chance to clear it out. Bounce to the line, doesn't get out. Second effort will go off of Kovacevic and out to center ice, and Caribou scrambling around in front of their own blue line. Kovacevic got it right back in, but the Cougars able to pick up the loose puck and backhand it out to center ice. Back inside of his own zone. Golowski is passed, deflects down inside of Caribou territory, but it was on the unhappy side of center ice, so a nice and call against the Cougars, or against the Rockets, I should say.
That was just barely on the other side of the red line, sorry. So that was a close icing, and then the Rockets player hurried down, but couldn't quite beat the Cougars player, and that was icing. And that all stemmed from a risky line change from the Cougars. They got cleared right outside the red line, and they tried to make the change, and lucky for them, it was icing.
Okanagan and Caribou setting up for the face-off deep inside of Okanagan territory. Won by the Rockets, 2 for 3 in the defensive zone. In fact, the Rockets have lost just 3 draws in this opening period as the puck rims the glass, hits the net and goes out of play.
This Cougar team only still has 1 shot on goal in almost 9 minutes of play. So they need to start applying more pressure on the goalie. They have had more shots, but nothing that's hit the net. It's all been wide or up high.
7-3 of the faceoffs in favor of Okanagan as the faceoff comes outside of Caribou territory. Cougars win that faceoff, and they'll back up to the center ice line. Moved ahead on the left side, dumped in on goal, and then there it's knocked to the corner by Keaton Hamming. In behind the net, out to center ice, come the Okanagan Rockets now, up the right side, 3-on-3, and across the line. There's a long shot on goal, right into the midsection of Fairley, and he'll hang on.
The Cougars are playing their first line out right now, and this first line by the Cougars have served them well all tournament. The captain Harrington is leading the team with 9 points, and then the other two line mates have 7 and 5 points. So this first line of the Cougars is really carrying them throughout the tournament.
Face off deep inside of Cougar territory, the blocker side, the glove side, I should say, of Fairley. Tied up, Cougars win that face off inside their own zone. They'll bat it around in behind the goal on the right side. Both teams clamor for it. Rockets come out with it. In behind the net with control there is Whiteman. Whiteman back to the line. Long pass down low. Bounces in behind the goal. Out of the reach of Funk. Funk gets it back though from Whiteman in behind the net. Play right now behind the goal line is Caribou. Doing a good job of keeping Okanagan in behind their own goal. Okanagan with it on the right side. Funk back up top to the blue line. Chips it down low in behind the net. Trying to cycle it around is Okanagan trying to wear out this Caribou defense. But Caribou just content right now to let Okanagan play the puck in behind the net. Pass in front. That one blocked off. And the Cougars send it off the glass and down the ice. This will go all the way down. And it will be far enough for icing against the Caribou Cougars. 35 seconds shy of the 10-minute mark here this opening period.
Yeah, both teams are icing the puck lots early this game. I think they're just still trying to get their feet under them. With these games in this tournament so close together, they don't have much of a warm-up time, 10 minutes warm-ups, where in most other games they get longer than that. So they're still trying to get their feet set underneath them and get adjusted to the game.
Shots 9-1 in favor of Okanagan. As Cougars win another defensive zone draw. Back-to-back defensive zone wins for Caribou, and it gives them a chance to start out. Pass, though, deflected down inside of Okanagan territory. It was in behind intended receiver. That was Carter Yarish, and it gives Okanagan a chance to go the other way. They do. On the right side is Elliott. Elliott tried to drag it to the front of the net. Actually, it was Teague Patton knocked away from him. Back to the line. Jugnath walks in off the left side. His shot missed the net. Back to the right point. Weir backs out though as the Cougars take control, and they're out to center ice with some speed right through the middle of the ice. Knocked down. Puck is loose into the goaltender. Hamming, he'll hang on, but a penalty coming up against the Rockets. A hooky penalty and a power play for Caribou. Their first of the hockey game and a chance to get on the board.
And even though he was hooked there, that was some great hands to be able to still try to shovel a shot on there while on his butt sliding towards the goalie. He still try to make a play. That's some good hockey IQ.
Jace Weir, the guilty party for the hook, and gives us a chance to look at the Caribou power play numbers. 5 for 15, 33%, tied for number one in the round robin in the Max tournament. Going up against the Okanagan Rockets, one of two teams that were perfect on the penalty kill. They were 19 for 19 on the PK. One other team that was perfect on the penalty kill did not make the playoff round. That was the Akbar's Russians Academies, as they went 16 for 16 on the PK. Rockets win the faceoff and clear it all the way down the ice. So Caribou back inside their own zone. We had the number one power play against the number one penalty kill. Curious to see how this one will go out. How this one will play out as Caribou inside of Okanagan territory, rimmed around the boards to the right side. Yarish works into the right corner boards. Cougars set up on the power play now. Top of the point. McGrath takes a look, works to the right side for Yarish. Down low into the right faceoff circle. Machado back to the line. There's a long shot. That one blocked off. Didn't make it through. Yarish steps in, fakes the shot. Back to the line. McGrath. Back to Yarish. Right faceoff circle. His shot deflected on goal. Stop the rebound. Scramble in front. Referee loses sight of it though and blows the play dead. But Caribou, a couple of shots on goal of this power play.
And like you mentioned, we got the number one power play against the number one penalty kill, and one of these teams have got to cave. It's either gonna be a power play goal or it's gonna kill it off. So one of these teams is gonna have to cave and play against their strength here.
Face off deep inside of Okanagan territory. Controlled by Caribou. Long shot from the point by Reeves. That one blocked off and cleared down the length of the ice. Good penalty kill by the Okanagan Rockets. Halfway through, giving up just the one shot on goal, but Kiva, after losing that face-off there, blocking that shot and clearing it all the way down.
And block shots are what I like to see. It shows that you really want to win this game. You'll sacrifice the body.
Caribou gets in, but then it's chopped right back out by Okanagan all the way down the ice. The Cougars back inside their own zone after control. Moved ahead, nearly turned over to the Okanagan Rockets, so Caribou again forced to regroup. And the Okanagan penalty kill now going to be aggressive. They're going to step up, look for a break, and try and get a shorthanded marker, but instead, Caribou going to settle things down. Fenceman calls his teammates back, is slowing things down. Now they'll start out on the near wall. Ethan Flores head to center ice left side with control. Matveyev with a shot. That one turned to the side. Then Matveyev is hammered into the end boards. A penalty coming up to Okanagan. Caribou's going to stay on the power play. It's going to be a 5-on-3. Maybe not. It'll be a 5-on-4. 10 seconds to go on the penalty. And now still down as the Caribou forward in behind the play. It'll be a 5-on-3 for a short 8 seconds.
And that looked like a dangerous collision going in. The Cougars player was rushing in with the puck on the left side and the far side. He was going in strong to the net and just looked like they got tied up and got sent into the boards. Hope he's okay.
The referee gathering with the linesmen to talk, and then now talking with the captains of the two teams. Determine the penalties. Now the referee and linesmen are going to chat it up. Will be a 5-on-3 either way for 8 seconds. We'll have to wait to see what the referee puts up on the board, if it's going to be 2, 4, or 5. And good to see the Caribou forward back up and going to be helped back to the Caribou bench.
Helped off by one teammate, but for the most part he's skating off on his own, so that's a good sign.
Very good sign to see.
The Cougars coaches were screaming for the refs to call down that puck, to call the whistle when the player was down, to maybe get more of a 5-on-3 time.
Referee now talking to the timekeeper, so we'll see what goes up on the board here. It is a 5-minute penalty to Krovishin, so that will likely do it for Ben Krovishin's afternoon as well.
You don't see too many of those 5-minute penalties here in this tournament.
Krovishin, though, still sitting in the penalty box. And the timekeeper is saying, is he done or is he going to stay in? So that's...
looks like they're starting to open up the box, I think he did.
Linesman's sending... Linesman's going over to the Okanagan bench, I think, to get another player.
Yeah, I think they're trying to get him out of the box. I think he's gone.
And we're going to wait for the lines, I think, to come over and escort Krovishin back to the dressing room. And yes, that's indeed what was being waited for. So Elliott's going to serve the major penalty, and Krovishin, kind of an unfortunate end to his afternoon after just 11 minutes and 51 seconds, gets 5 in a game. Wait on the call if it's going to be boarding or hitting from behind. We'll wait to see what the call was.
Earlier in the tournament for this Cougars team, for the Caribou, they had a game misconduct by Wyatt Milner for a hit from behind. So it might be the same thing.
Face off won by the Cougars. They'll roll it down low.
Ben Krivishin, major for boarding and a game misconduct.
So it is a boarding major and a game misconduct. So Cougars now have an opportunity, golden opportunity to try and break this game open. But Okanagan going to clear the puck the length of the ice. 4.5 to go on the power play. Here come the Cougars up the right side. Get to the Okanagan blue line. Bott chips it in. Back after defensively is Cam Moger in behind his own goal. Rims it around the boards to the line, not out. Cougars going to hold it in, but then turn it over. Here's a chance. Okanagan on a short-handed breakaway. Racing in down the right side. Right to the net is Whitman, but his stick tied up and couldn't get the shot off. Good back check by the Cougars to take that one away.
Great defensive play on the back check there.
Back the other way come the Cougars. Yarish walks in, his shot save made by the goaltender Hamming as he stuck his left glove hand out to make the stop, and then the puck cleared into the netting and out of play. 0 for 1 of the Cougars on the power play. One shot on goal at their first man advantage, working now on their second.
Going back to that breakaway, the shorthanded breakaway, that was a great defensive play. He, instead of using the stick and maybe drawing a tripping or a hook, he used his body to shove him off the puck just with his shoulder. So that was a great play to drive him out wide.
4:04 to go on the major power play for the Caribou Cougars. So Okanagan wins the face-off in the neutral zone. They'll tip it ahead to the Caribou line and get it in a little bit deeper. Back after it inside of his own zone with control is Aiden Reeves. Reeves Forced to play the puck ahead on the right side, and the Cougars break out to center ice. Through the middle, 3-on-3 across the line. Left side is O'Brien. Centering pass in front, just under the stick of Hunter Brown. Picked up by Okanagan, cleared to the line, not out. Flores held it in. His cross-ice pass rolls all the way to the left point. Just held in, but then Okanagan able to chip it out to center ice. And Caribou back you up in the neutral zone with it. Up the right side with control. Racing his way in is Jaden Merritt. Merritt forced off the puck, then got it back to the line for Reeves. He'll go to the left point. Cycle around. There's a long shot on goal. The stick save made by Hammy as he steers that one into the corner. Pass down low into the referee's skate. Comes back to the line. Held in. Reeves to the right point with a wrist shot. That one hit a stick in front. Bounces wide of the goal. Jaden Merritt now picks it up. He's tied up. Tried to push it back to the line. It was broken up. And now the Okanagan Rockets get out to center ice. Clearing through the middle. He'll just dump it down inside of Cougar territory. And Caribou back after it inside their own zone with 6 to play here in the opening period. Reeves to center ice. Bounces it into Okanagan territory. Long shot. Stop the rebound. They scored! Hamming made the first save. Bott picks up the rebound and chips it in. It's a power play goal and a 1-0 lead.
Off the rebound. As the goalie Hamming, you got to be able to control those. That was a nice play by Bott to continue on with the play and get the rebound.
And still a power play for 2 minutes and 49 seconds. A face-off back at center ice. We'll wait on the announce of that goal that has Caribou on top. 1-0 on the power play goal. 14:02 into this hockey game.
That first line again, like I mentioned earlier, has been so dangerous. That was Bott again from the first line who scored that one.
In come the Cougars again. There's a shot by Ochoa. That one turned to the side. Right off the draw, the Cougars come right back looking for more. Puck along left wing boards as we wait the announce of the goal, and we'll get that here in a moment as Okanagan sends it the length of the ice.
Cougars' first goal, scored by number 9, Brennan Bott. Assist on the goal goes to number 20, John Harrington, and number 25, Aiden Reeves. Bott from Harrington and Reeves. That's a power play goal.
So Bott with his second of the tournament, Reeves with his 10th point, actually it's Harrington with his 10th point, Reeves with his 4th point and second assist. So Okanagan clears the puck again the length of the ice. Cougars back after it inside their own zone. 5 minutes, 10 seconds to go in the opening period. 2 minutes to play on the major power play for Caribou. They have a 1-0 lead and it'll start out to center ice. Left side, nice little dipsy doodle move there by Jaden Merritt. Merritt works it down low in behind the goal. Merritt now in front on the right side with it. He'll send it back to the line. McGrath, left point. Backdoor feed on the right side, deflected away from Fisher O'Brien in behind the goal. Merritt tried to get that centering pass. It was deflected high in the air though. Okanagan cleared to the line, not out. McGrath holds it in, right side. Down low, O'Brien checked up there. Puck then chipped in behind the goal. Picked up by Okanagan, cleared to the line, not out, held in, but a second opportunity. Rockets do get out to center ice, and now Cam Hicklin in. Actually, that's Boyarski in with a backhand shot, short-handed. That one goes high and wide. Off the end glass, all the way down the ice, and Caribou right back after it on the attack. Okanagan, though, getting out to center ice. Minute 10 to go on the power play. Caribou now 1 for 2 on the man advantage. First power play goal given up by the Okanagan Rockets in this tournament. Cougars ahead. Ochoa in on the right side, dances to the middle of the ice. Ochoa with a wrist shot. That one goes off a stick high and wide. Bounces in behind the goal. Back to the line, left side, held in. Reeves at the right point now. He'll take a look down low. Ochoa down, backed up top for Reeves. Reeves with a long shot. That one blocked in front of that. Bouncing free left side of the shot, hit the outside of the net. Ochoa up top for Reeves again at the right point. He'll go cross ice left side. Bounces off the stick of Flores. If Ethan Flores will chip it in behind the goal. Up top right side, 25 seconds to go on the power play. Reeves into the right corner boards. Knocked free, and the Okanagan Rockets take it, and they'll clear it the length of the ice. Bounces all the way down. And Caribou back inside their own zone. 15 seconds, one last rush on the power play. Shots now locked up 10-10, but it's the Cougars with a power play goal, the only goal of this hockey game. Courtesy of that 5-minute major power play. Working in on the right side, in behind the goal. Okanagan, though, tying it up. They'll dig it free as they're going to get back to full strength. Caribou keeping it in. Long shot, blocker save made by the goaltender, Hamming, and it's chipped away into the left corner boards. 8 shots for Caribou on the power play, 7 on that 5-minute major as Okanagan brings it to center ice. Boyarski up for Whiteman. He'll tip it inside of Caribou territory, and the Cougar goaltender will pounce on the loose puck and hang on.
So for the meantime, early in this game, the game misconduct is so far costing them. That was a bad penalty taken by the Rockets on that game misconduct. And they're actually lucky on that 5-minute power play that only resulted in 1 goal for the Cougars.
Cougars with a lot of pressure on that power play. Coming up in our first intermission, it'll be the Pee Wee Shootout, the second of the 2 semifinal rounds. We'll have the final of the Pee Wee Shootout coming up in our noon semifinal game. So here's Teague Patton, head on the right side into Caribou territory. Patton goes wide in behind the goal. Puck poked off his stick, left side, centering pass. That one deflects out to center ice. And Okanagan will go back inside of their own zone. Rockets settling things down deep inside of their own zone. Jugnath fumbled the puck a couple of times, now works it ahead out to center ice. Here comes Okanagan in. Left side, Queering, pushed to the ice. As Caribou takes over deep inside of their own end, they'll send it around the boards. On the far side, right wing side, Caribou trying to clear it out. Milner tied up, gets it to the line, can't get it out. Milner then bodied off the puck a second time as Caribou unable to clear the zone. Okanagan keeping the forecheck alive. Now get in down low on the right side. Queering centering pass, broken up. Teague Patton with it, tried to feed Queering in front. That one bounced away from him, and out the other way come the Cougars to center ice. 2-on-2 across the line is Brian. Brianen throws it in front, just out of the reach of Carter Yarnish, who was driving to the front of the goal. Right side, big Joel laid out there, comes back to the point. Held in by Flores, centering pass. Ochoa with a shot, that one is blocked off. Rebound, another shot, blocked off as Ochoa getting a couple of opportunities. Okanagan takes it back inside of their own zone, settling things down. 90 seconds to go in the opening period. Rockets just trying to release the pressure. It'll go off a stick all the way down the ice, and icing against Okanagan.
We have an update from Father David Bauer. Just at almost the end of the first period, Calgary
Buffs 3, Saskatoon Contacts 1. Just about the end of the first period.
Wow, big score there for the Calgary Buffaloes, a 3-1 lead on the Saskatoon Contacts.
Wow, it's a big lead. Early in the tournament, they were able to beat Sherwood Kings 11-1. So hopefully it's not another one of those big blowouts.
That's what the teams are hoping. That's what Saskatoon's hoping for. But 2-goal lead is not safe, as we've seen many times in this tournament. In fact, saw it in this first quarterfinal here at the Max Bell Arena, the Ken Bracco Arena at the Max Bell Center. As Cougars lose the faceoff and jump on the loose puck, and they'll get it down inside of Okanagan territory. Rockets, they'll steer right back the other way. Reeves with it in the neutral zone. He'll dump it down inside Okanagan territories. The Mintos had a 2-0 lead on the Saskatoon Blazers, but Blazers 5 unanswered to win the first quarterfinal 5-2 as the Cougars with a quick wrist shot. We'll have a look at all the games going on in the Max Midget, as well at the Czech Republic as well.
Yeah, true. That was a big game going on for Canada. If Team Canada wins that game, they clinch top seed in their pool. So that would be huge.
Would be huge for the Canadians, who at one point were sitting last in their pool due to their goals for and against differential, as the Cougars win the faceoff deep inside Okanagan territory. They'll play it around in behind the goal. On the left side, tied up there and digging it out is Ochoa. Ochoa tried to feed it back to the line. It's picked off, though. Out to center ice comes Okanagan. We're into the final minute now, this opening period. Dumped in by Whiteman as he'll chase after it on the forecheck. Getting some help down low as well. The puck is deflected up into the netting and out of play.
And like how you said earlier, that no lead is safe. That in the other game going on, there's a 2-goal lead, and that's not safe. We just seen, like you said, in the other quarterfinal matchup, they blew a 2-0 lead. Earlier in the tournament, we even seen a team win on a penalty shot with 5 seconds left, and hockey's a weird sport. Anything can happen, so you always got to be prepared.
All you have to do is ask the St. Albert Raiders how safe a 2-goal lead is. Their tournament on the line. They had a 2-goal lead with 2.5 minutes left. Moose Jaw 2 late goals. Tie it up, eliminated St. Albert from the playoff contention. Now here's a turnover by Okanagan. Breakaway for Caribou, a chance to make it 2-0. The backhand shot. High and wide of the goal, though, as racing in was Wyatt Milner. As the puck got away, as Okanagan won the faceoff. Couldn't hold the zone, though. Comes back to the line, left side. Held in by Caribou. Second effort by Okanagan. They'll drag it out to center ice. Half minute to go in the opening period. Knocked out of the end, the neutral zone by the Cougars. They'll just dump it in. Knocked to the side of the goal by Keaton Hamming. And Okanagan back inside of their own zone with control. Final 15 seconds. Funk on the near side. Bounces it through the middle of the ice. Queering takes over there. Queering lost his footing. Able to poke it ahead, though. Funk, the trailer, took the pass into his feet. Bounced off his skate, and is picked up by Caribou and the Cougars. Chance to get out to center ice. They'll slide it down inside of Okanagan territory as the first period comes to a close. Shots 13-10 Cougars, helped out by 2 power plays. One of those a 5-minute major they connected on and lead at 1-0 after 20 minutes of play.
And the Cougars really turned up their game, turned up their momentum as the period went along. with 9 minutes into the first period, they only had one shot. They finished the last 11 minutes with 12 shots. So they really turned it on and got their game going as the period went along.
We've outshot the Okanagan Rockets 12-1 in the last half of the period as we're going to send things downstairs for the second semifinal of the Pee Wee Shootout. And here's Chris Turnbull.
Shootout to get here to the semifinals. These are the best of the best. They're competing to see who is the future stars of the Max and competing in our final at 3 o'clock today, right here at the Max Bell Center between the first and second period of our first semifinal game. It's a simple shootout format, one shot on each goaltender. Most goals goes on, most saves goes on. Let's meet our goaltenders. We got Ryder Shields from Okotoks down here in the north end. And then we've got Aiden Hilcenter down here in the south end. These guys all qualified through the Royals and through the Okotoks future games. All right, let's get our shooters going here. So we need Sean Milford. Down here, Sean. Bring your own pucks back too, guys. Oh, nice move, Sean. Nico Kotze down here. Oh, one last flub there. Nice try. Sam Dubchak. Down here, Sam. Nice save down there, Ryder. Kyle McDonough, down here, Kyle. Nice one. And Trip Jensen, down here, Trip. Nice shot. Nice shot. Well done. All right, guys. Just going to reverse it now. So, Sean, you're shooting down here. Nice one, Sean. Nico, down here, buddy. Now there's a good play by a goaltender, Ryder Shields. Stood his ground. Sam Dubchak. Down here, Sam. Oh, nice try using that reach. Way to go. Kyle McDonough. Nice move, Kyle. Well done. And Trip. Down here, buddy. He says it worked down there, it'll work down here. Absolutely, it will. Okay, Sam, I need you to shoot down here. Sam Dubchak, go that way, please. Good try, Sam. Okay, I need Nico. Nico, I need you to shoot this way, please. Nice try, nice try.
Let's go Nico that way and then Sam this way.
Okay, Nico, need you to go this way now. Sam, this way. We still have a tie between our goaltenders here. That's what we're trying to break right now. So let's go, Sean. Sean, you're going to go this way. Hang on, Sean. You're going to go this way, and then you're going to go that way. Okay? So one shot this way. Let's go. Nice save, Ryder. There you go. All right. Okay, so our goaltender winner this Pee Wee shootout is Ryder Shields. Come on up here, Ryder. And our shooters going on to the 3 o'clock final, Sean Milford, Trip Jensen, and Kyle McDonough. Ladies and gentlemen, these are going to be your future stars in the max for the next Pee Wee shootout final at 3 o'clock.
If you change your mind.
Stuart along with you to 1-0 Caribou Cougars with the lead on a power play goal in the first period as we take a look at the first period scoring summary. Cougars had the lone goal as mentioned. It was the second of the tournament. Correction, it was the third of the tournament. No, it was second of the tournament for Brennan Bott. I was right the first time. Bott from John Harrington as well from Aiden Reeves. Power play goal at 14:02 made it 1-0 Cougars. They outshoot the Rockets 13-10 in the first period. Face-offs 12-9 in favor of Okanagan in the opening 20 minutes of play. Out of town, some other games. First, we'll take a look at the Max Midget Tournament. 3 other quarterfinals, 2 of which have gone final. The Saskatoon Blazers here at the Ken Bracco Arena, 5-2 win over Prince Albert. Moose Jaw Warriors pick up a 4-1 win over the Chicago Mission at Father David Bauer. So Moose Jaw and Saskatoon Blazers make up the first semifinal. Second semifinal will be the winner of this one, the winner of the game at Father David Bauer. Right now, the Calgary Buffaloes leading that one 3-1 after 20 minutes of play over the Saskatoon Contacts. Some early afternoon in the NHL today. Quick look at the WHL, 3 games, all of which go a little bit later on. And we'll get you those afternoon scores in the NHL. Brandon's at Moose Jaw, Seattle's at Portland, and Spokane in Tri-City. Early games going on in the NHL right now. Boston leads New Jersey 2-1, that one in the third. Devils have just scored, they just tied it up at 2. Islanders lead the Capitals 4-3 in the third. Ducks and Golden Knights are scoreless in the first. Everything else gets going a little bit later on this afternoon into the evening. Zach, as we get set for this second period, what do the Okanagan Rockets have to do?
A stupid answer for you here. They got to score. They just got to put pressure on. 10 shots in a period is good, but they have to keep that pressure up. We seen earlier in the first period, they had all the momentum. They had the Cougars reeling, and they just got to keep that up for the full 20 minutes.
Rockets do win the opening faceoff to start off this second period. Out of town in the World Juniors in Czech Republic. Earlier games, Sweden beat Slovakia 5-0 in Pool A. Pool B, Russia shut out Germany by that same 5-0 score. Going on right now, Switzerland in the third period, they lead Finland 4-2. Upset alert in that one. As well, Canada in the third period against the host Czech Republic, they lead them 6-2 in the third period, 4-0 after 1. Two teams exchanged 2 goals each in the second. So Okanagan with a long shot on goal, and that one fairly knocked easily into the corner. Cougars back to retrieve the puck inside their own zone. Delayed offside against Okanagan gives Caribou a chance to start out, but they turn it over. Chance for Teague Patton, walks in right side. His shot just missed the net on the far side. Round of the left wing boards. Held in there by Quinn Patterson. He'll work it down low in the left corner. Drops it off. Now to the right side to Souza. Got control and lost it. He thought it was going out. Backed out as that puck sat for him in the slot. He couldn't quite get to it in time. Out the other way. Ochalawa gets it to the line, not much further. Second effort will get out. Bond now, the goal scorer, gets it inside. Okanagan territory for Caribou, but back the other way come the Rockets, 3-on-3. Teague Patton with some speed down the left side. Cuts wide, now trying to cut towards the front of the net. Stick tied up. Patton takes it in behind the goal. Cougars, though, back defensively. Take it away from Teague Patton. No turn up ice to center ice. Brown, right side. Finds his intended target. That was Carter Yarish. It's knocked away from him, though. Okanagan can't clear it out on the first effort. Second effort, they'll just drag it out to center ice. Jackson D'Souza quickly down the right side into Caribou territory. Slides it in behind the goal. Yarish first to it on the far side for Caribou's backhand line pass. They'll picked off. Held in. Okanagan with a shot. Ping off the crossbars. Down and out. There's another shot for the point. That one goes wide of the goal. Okanagan had to be careful to get too many men on the ice there, making a change, a little bit of a slow change from the defenseman. Okanagan back inside of their own zone with control, slowing things down there is Jace Weir. Weir drops it off, now stretch pass, deflect out to center ice. Cougars get it right back in though, as Nico Matovic got it inside of Okanagan territory, and they got it right back out again. Flipped in the air on the right side, bounces in front of the blue line. Menard tips it down inside of Okanagan territory. Rockets back in control inside their own zone. Weir, near corner, slides it to the line, not out. Reeves held it in, sends it in behind the goal. Comes all the way around on the right side. Held in by the Caribou Cougars on the right side. Nearly said Prince George. Cougars, right side, still controlling that puck. Menard drops it off into the right corner. Actually, Menard's tied up in the right corner boards. Haseman dropped it off for him. And now a chance for Okanagan to get it out. Weir Forced to change back directions in behind his own goal. Drops it off for his defense partner. And an opportunity up for Jugnut to get it out. His pass, though, goes astray, and Caribou keeps it in. Left side, driving in. Cousins with a shot, goes through the crease and out the other way. Traveling takes control for Okanagan, works it ahead and out to center ice. High flip. Back after it is Flores, back inside of his own zone. This one, though, out of his reach, and it's an icing call against the Okanagan Rockets.
41 years of incredible hockey memories, brought to you by Circle K Convenience. Circle K Convenience Stores hope you have a memorable experience and enjoy the 42nd Annual Max Midget Tournament. We want to send a special thanks to Circle K for their many years of support.
Face-off controlled by Caribou deep inside of Okanagan territory. Backhanded down low, but then picked off. Cleared out to center ice. Rockets in on the attack down the left side. There's a wrist shot. That one goes high and wide. The rebound bounces off the end boards. Picked up by the Cougars to the line, not out. Nelson held it in. Second effort to get it out. This time is successful for Brennan. And back after is Nelson inside of his own zone, circling it back. 3.5 minutes gone here in this second period. Still 1-0 Caribou with the lead on the power play goal back in the first period. This puck rimmed around the boards and out to center ice, and back after it inside of his own zone. For Okanagan is Jackson D'Souza. D'Souza took a whack, shaking his hand off as Cougars get it back. A shot, ping off the goalpost. Another chance, another shot, stop, another one. Great stop again. This time by Hamming as he got a piece of it with a blocker head. So early on, Zach, both teams have rang one off the post.
Wow, they are inches away. This posts are the goalie's best friends right now.
Stretch pass for the Cougars misses everybody. This is going to be icing against Caribou. And a face-off coming back inside of Cougar territory, but well, my things starting to heat up and going back and forth at a little bit of a track meet.
What a start to this period. A crossbar for the Rockets, a post for the Cougars, and then the Rockets goalie stacks the pads with a beautiful save by Hamming. What a great start to the period.
Face-off deep inside of Cougar territory. Career going to be waved out. Now to take it for Okanagan is Dylan Whiteman. Whiteman wins the face-off back to the line. D'Souza, long shot. Patsy made by the goaltender fairly in behind the goal. Held in by Okanagan as they cycle it around on the left side. Push it down low. Cougars will take it away and then turn it over. A chance for Whiteman in behind the goal on the left side. He'll leave the puck there as Okanagan. Funk works it down low. Pass to the slot is broken up though, and the Cougars take control. And they'll just chip it off the boards and down the ice. And another icing call against Caribou. And Okanagan getting the Cougars back on their heels a little bit.
Yeah, and it just chipped a little too hard. The Cougars are just trying to scramble to catch their breath. The Rockets are pressuring them pretty heavy, so I don't blame Harrington there for the icing call, try to relieve some pressure, but you can't keep that up throughout the period.
Shots 3-3 in this second period. Post and a crossbar each for post and a crossbar. So off bars one each for these two teams. Okanagan with the face-off deep inside of Caribou territory, the glove side. A goaltender fairly controlled by the Rockets, but it's chopped out to center ice by Caribou, and the Cougars forcing the Rockets to regroup. They'll send it right back in, but Caribou is waiting back there with three players. O'Brien head on the far side to the line, can't get it out. Okanagan going to keep it in on that block pass out. There's a wrist shot. It goes off a stick and wide of the goal. In behind the net, picked up by O'Brien. His pass up the middle, turned over. Okanagan with a chance, but Caribou's going to take it away. They have numbers the other way, 2-on-1. Racing ahead is Hunter Brown down the left side. Brown shot, save made by Hamming as he sticks that left glove hand out to snag that one.
That was a great save by Hamming there, and especially with the defenseman. He really covered the pass well. He made the forward made Brown shoot that puck, which I mean is best instead of going back door.
Yeah, Brown had no choice but to take that shot. Is a good defensive play by the Okanagan Rockets. Get back there, take away that pass. Also interfered with the shot a little bit on Brown. So
exactly,
Brown didn't have as much to shoot at as he wanted to.
Couldn't defend it much better.
Face off deep inside of Okanagan territory, and the Okanagan Rockets may want to take that video and say, you know what, this is how you defend on a 2-on-1. Hicklin back in right side for Okanagan. Centering pass in front, redirected on goal. It barely makes the save and hangs on.
5 minutes into this second, and both teams are playing exactly how they wanted to. Both of them are putting some serious pressure in the offensive ends, and when they do get into the defensive zones, they're quick to clear it.
Face off deep inside of Caribou territory. Blocker side, a goaltender fairly. 5:18 gone in this second period. Still 1-0 Cougars with the lead. Won by the Rockets. Long shot. Fairly makes the pad save of the rebound. It's right back in front, but chipped away by the Cougars. And now they'll have a chance to start out 2-on-2. Bott, the goal scorer. Rochawa on the right side. Poked away from him outside the line. Cougars thought about taking it back in, but had to tag up as they're offside, so they'll slow things down back inside of their own zone. Backhanded out. Rockets send it right back in. On the forecheck now is Hicklin for Okanagan. Hicklin forces the turnover in behind the goal. Steps in front on the right side with it. Hicklin spins. Two players on top of him. Hicklin gets it for Funk in behind the net. Bounces over his stick though in behind the net. Whiteman hooked to the ice as Caribou gets away with one there. Okanagan sending one to the net, and that one stopped by Fairley. Now hang on. Fairley with his 17th save, or his 18th save of the hockey game.
Driving Force is the official vehicle supplier to Mac.
Our sponsor of the day is Mondelez, bringing Dentyne and Oreo bars to you. Dentyne purifies your breath, and Oreo bars as good as you think it is.
Pretty decent crowd on a Tuesday morning, or Tuesday afternoon now I guess we're into, on New Year's Eve.
And there's a Rocket sign right across from the arena. Some Kelowna fans out here.
Okanagan winning the faceoff, long shot. That one deflects high and wide right now, hoping for a goal as their team trails 1-0, and an Okanagan player ends up in the back of the Caribou goal.
Got a little too comfortable with the goalie there. It's not what you want. I'm surprised the Cougars players aren't pushing them out more than they were. Usually they're pretty defensive about their goalie.
As soon as the referee blew the play dead, you don't want to take a penalty right now, especially in a close game as this one is how long until we call them the Kelowna Rockets and the Prince George Cougars, as both teams wearing the Okanagan Rockets to their WHL brethren, the Kelowna Rockets, and the Caribou Cougars wearing to the exact same jersey colors that the Prince George Cougars wear in the WHL.
I think we already have a couple times now.
Okanagan back inside of their own zone. They'll bring it ahead to center ice. 2-on-2. They'll chip pass inside of Caribou territory and back after his Flores inside of his own zone. They'll play a little bit deeper. Funk tried to block that one off, unable to do so as it bounces out to center ice. Okanagan, though, back with control, steered out to center ice. Flores ends it right back the other way on the unhappy side of center ice, and an icing call against Caribou, who've last couple of minutes been unable to get anything going offensively, been right back on their heels.
Well, they're icing the puck. It's not every play, but they're icing the puck way too much. I think at this point they're getting in their own heads. They just need to go back to fundamentals, back to basics, and enter the zone and get some shots on and not try to rush anything.
Can't just sit back on this 1-0 lead forever, as eventually you have to assume that Okanagan is going to get on the board. They win the face-off. Funk centering pass broken up. Now here come numbers the other way for Caribou. Down the left side, the back pass though. Missed the intended receiver by Fisher O'Brien as he got in just across the blue line. His teammates thought they were going to be offside, had to tag up, so O'Brien's pass in behind his intended receiver. Okanagan back the other way. Funk had to tag up. He does, but Caribou has control inside their own zone. Slide out to center ice in front of the benches. They're right back the other way. Cougars take control. Outlet pass. O'Brien up the left side into Okanagan territory. O'Brien's wrist shot blocked off, then sent down low by Brown. Brown gets it back at the top of the point. He'll work in the left corner boards. Picked up by Okanagan. They'll send it off the glass out to center ice. Here comes Queering in. Queering down the left side, driving to the net. Queering shoots, scores! What a move! Steele Queering goes to the net, fights off a check, and tucks it in. We're tied at 1.
That was a beauty right there. Fights off the defender, takes it all by himself. Dekes the goalie, gets him down on the ground, and just wraps it around him. That was beautiful. What a solo play there by Queering.
7-17 in. Steele Queering, second of the tournament, tying this hockey game up at 1-1.
And that's exactly what they needed. They just needed a goal, but I think how nice that one was, that might get them going. That might get the momentum on their side now.
Face-off controlled by Okanagan is all kinds of momentum now for the Rockets as they chip it ahead to center ice. On the right side with control as Quinn Patterson, he'll work it in behind the goals. We wait the announcement of the even strength marker for Okanagan. They've tied it up. Here's a centering pass. That one though broken up. On the right side, picked up by Caribou, and the Cougars will regroup inside their own zone. They'll slide it ahead on the far side to the line, not out, held in. Teague Patton walks in. Patton around one man, tried to get around a second shot, has stopped the rebound, cleared away as Fairley down and made the save, but the rebound came right back out in front of him.
No, that was a good decision to ice the puck there. A lot of pressure on, shot after shot, and couldn't control the rebound, so I don't blame them for that ice there.
Okanagan Rockets first goal, scorer number 8.
Steele Queering Assist on the goal goes to number 11, Dylan Whiteman, acquiring from Whiteman. Time of that goal, 7 minutes.
Whiteman draws the lone assist, his second assist and 4th point, and for clearing his second goal and 4th point of the tournament as well. Okanagan winning another offensive zone faceoff deep inside of Caribou territory, looking on the wraparound in front, and that one turned to the side by Fairley as he goes over post to post to make sure that one stays out. Okanagan keeps the pressure on. Caribou now going to take control of the puck. They'll slip out to center ice. Harrington with it. Partial 3-on-2. Harrington going to try and drive through the D. Unable to do so as Okanagan takes control. Rockets, if they can hurry up, they have numbers going the other way. 2-on-1 across the line. Down the left side. Trying to drive wide as Hicklin is centering pass. That one hit the outside of the net. And it's picked up by the Cougars. Lifted softly out to center ice. Hammered right back in by Connor Elliott around the end boards. Back after the Cougars inside their own zone with 8.5 minutes gone here in the second period. And the Cougars again going to clear the puck the length of the ice. An icing call against Caribou.
This Rockets team is hungry for another goal. They are putting some serious pressure on this Cougars team. Cougars are icing it, going just anything, trying to get out of the zone, trying to relieve some of the intensity that these Rockets are putting on. If the Cougars aren't careful, they might give up another goal here right away.
Face-off again deep inside of Caribou territory. 7th offensive zone face-off for Okanagan. They've won all 6 so far. Make it 7 as they win that one again. Back of the line on the right side. Long shot. Missed the net. Okanagan Rockets dominating the face-off dot as they have lost just one. They are 11-1 on the face-off dot in this second period as the puck cleared down the ice off a stick of Weir, so no icing. Goaltender Hamming out to play the puck at the side of his own goal. Hasn't had a lot to do since the early parts of this second period as we approach the mid-stages now. Puck bounces inside of Caribou territory. Cougars back after it. McGrath inside of his own zone. He's checked as he works the puck ahead on the far side. Asman trying to get it out, unable to do so. Held in there by Whiteman. Whiteman works it down low, left corner boards. Return feed to Whiteman. Blocked off, comes back to the left play. There's a long shot. That one deflects up into the netting and out of play.
This Cougars team just needs something to go their way. Either a big save by Farley, a goal, or even just a big clean hit. Just something to swing the momentum. This Rockets team, they've got all the power right now. It seems like just walking all over them.
All the momentum is going Okanagan's way to our broadcast right. Up on their heel, up on their toes again. Face-off win for the Rockets. Long shot blocked off in front as the Cougars back on their heels trying to get things settled down as they try and get themselves back in front. Okanagan though with control again. There's a shot on goal. Fairley made the save. 21st stop of the hockey game for Fairley as the puck in behind the Caribou goal. Cougars chip it ahead. Brown with a chance to get it out, unable to do so. He'll tap it back for Flores. Flores goes cross ice on the far side. The Cougars again can't get the puck out. Okanagan keeping it in. Bounce pass down low on the left side. Patterson tried the centering pass. Comes back to the right point. D'Souza holds it in. Walks off the right wing boards. Feeds it down low. Now centering pass. Teague Patton. His wrist shot though is blocked off. Good stick in the lane there of O'Brien. And really, Zach, I think we go back to that said how to defend a 2-on-1 perfectly. Since then, the Okanagan Rockets have been on their toes and have really put the pressure on the Caribou Cougars.
Well, if they wouldn't have defended it like they did, it could have been another goal for the Cougars, and that could have been another momentum shift right there. Instead of being tied 1-1, it could have been 2-0 for the Cougars, and that could have just been deflating.
It's D'Souza's long shot right into the glove hand of the goaltender, Jordan Fairley, who's done everything he can to keep his team in this game and has kept them at a 1-1 tie to this point. 9:43 to go in the second period, but needs his team to get onto their toes and try and get some offense going.
He's faced a lot of shots and he's standing his ground, so the Cougars got to give him some props and maybe buy him supper tonight for this effort.
Face-off control by the Okanagan Rockets. Quick wrist shot is blocked off. Good block by Caribous. Now the Cougars have a chance to clear it out. Lifted in the air. It does get to the line and out. And now second effort tipped ahead. That by Greenan. Right back the other way though is Hicklin. Sends it down inside of Cougar territory and back after is McGrath inside of his own zone. Sends it around on the far side to the line. Not out. Held in. Okanagan down low on the right side. Kovacevic is centering pass. That one broken up, and Caribou going to send the puck the length of the ice, release some pressure. Stops up, though, in front of the face-off circle, deep inside of Okanagan territory. The Rockets now out to center ice. They're going to ice the puck, or maybe not. Icing waved off. It's back after the Cougars inside their own zone. Rimming around the boards. Zachary Leslie trying to catch up to it, unable to do so. Okanagan on the forecheck, holding the puck in. Left side, centering pass by Jugnuth. Picked off, and Caribou out the other way. McGrath. Left side to the happy side of center ice and taps the puck down inside of Caribou, inside of Okanagan territory. Rockets have control deep inside of their own zone. Cam Mojer plays it out to center ice. Picked off by the Cougars inside their own zone. Forecheck though stays alive for Okanaga as they just keep sending wave after wave at the Caribou Cougars looking for another hole. Now Bott back the other way for the Cougars. Drop pass. Ochava with a shot stop. The rebound. Mono Bedorsen scores! Brennan Bott on a loose puck stuffs it in, and it's 2-1 Cougars.
Was able to bang down home that rebound again. Both goals so far for these Cougar teams have been on rebounds that just aren't controlled by Hamming.
The MAX Tournament Committee would like to thank Global for their TV and radio support in the promotion of this year's tournament.
Second of the game and third of the tournament for Bott, giving the Cougars back the lead.
That's a huge answer for the Cougars too. They desperately needed that goal.
Cougars win the faceoff. Back inside of their own zone, backing up as Okanagan trying to answer back. Trailing 2-1 again. Here's a chance of centering pass in front of Lewis. It's taken away as they get the announce of that goal.
By number 9, Brendan Bott, his second of the game. Assist on the goal goes to number 8, Alex Ochitwa. Bott from Ochitwa. Time of that goal, 11 minutes, 42 seconds.
Ochitwa with the lone assist. Back the other way comes Funk across the line. Drop pass for Elliott. Back to Funk, and it was deflected away. Into left corner boards. Funk chips up the wall left side. There's a shot towards that. Deflects into the right corner boards. Calgary Buffaloes out of town lead the Saskatoon Contacts by a count of 3-1. That one after 40 minutes of play at the Father David Bauer Arena. As Cougars send it around on the far side. Line not out, held in. Shot was fanned on by the defenseman Golowaski as it rolls in behind the goal, and then the Cougars will flip it off the glass into the netting and out of play. And Zach, well, the Cougars do have the 2-1 lead, but again, they're right back onto their heels.
Well, I thought that second goal that they just scored there by Bott would have swung the momentum, but that's not the case. The Rockets are not allowing this momentum to slip out of their hands. They want to keep dominating this game, and they want to keep control. As long as they have the control, then Cougars shouldn't be able to score again, but you never know.
Cougars winning a defensive zone faceoff, cleared out to center ice. Okanagan back after it inside their own zone. Gilwalski is passed, picked off. Chance for the Cougars, able to wrist shot on goal. A save made by Keaton Hamming, and we mentioned Hamming hasn't been the busier of the two goaltenders. Makes his 14th stop of the hockey game. Outside of the 5-minute power play, he hasn't seen a lot of rubber.
Even though he hasn't got a lot of action, he's looked good though. He's making key saves when he needs to. The only thing I think he needs to work on is his rebound control. Both those goals have been off juicy rebounds.
Both just kind of sat off his pad as Cougars win the faceoff. Leslie turns it down low into the right corner boards. Picked off by the Rockets, so they can't clear it out. Second effort to clear it out again. Caribou going to hold it in. Caribou trying to turn their way. They'll turn it over though, and a chance the other way for Okanagan. 2-0 developing. Now it's a 2-on-2 centering pass in front. Just out of the reach of Teague Patton as it bounced away from him. And Okanagan unable to connect on that one as Caribou catches a break there. They turned it over the blue line, and a near 2-on-none for Okanagan. Rockets back inside of their own zone. Gain control of the puck deep inside of their own end. They'll look to start out on the near wall. In the neutral zone is Patterson. He's bodied off the puck a couple of times. Follows up, gets the puck in. Left side, there's a wrist shot high and wide by Boyarski. The rebound in behind the goal. Boyarski standing in front. Now gets a couple of bodies on him. Back of the line, long shot. That one just missed high and wide. So Okanagan trying to answer back, trailing this game by a count of 2-1. And Caribou will send it out to center ice. Once again, Gawalski back after it inside of his own zone. Outlet pass just out of the reach of Hicklin. It's going to go all the way down for icing against the Okanagan Rockets.
We talked earlier this period about the well-defended play, the 2-on-1 by the Rockets. Well, got to give the Cougars props there for that one. It was a 2-on-0, and while you were talking, you changed it from a 2-on-0 to a 2-on-2. So it's amazing recovery by the defense of the Cougars to take away that 2-on-0.
Could have been a very dangerous 2-on-0. It was Okanagan looking to tie this game up, but right now 180 feet away from the offensive zone. Win that faceoff and kick it forward out to center ice. Caribou back after it inside their own zone. Sending it deep inside of Okanagan territory once again. Rockets will back to pick it up inside their own end. Brennan Nelson in behind the goal. Drops it up there for Weir. Weir banks it off the glass, and it ends up in the crowd, and some young fans are going to get a souvenir.
Maybe some future Max Midget Tournament players right there getting a puck.
I got to find it first. They're still looking for it. I think somebody found it, though. because everybody thought it was a lot closer to the Caribou bench than everybody thought.
But 10 kids over there trying to find this one puck.
Face off deep inside of Okanagan territory, won by the Rockets. Take it in behind their own goal, trying to start out on the right side. They do get it outside the line, but the Cougars send it right back in. Rockets with control again. Outlet pass, off escape, back the other way. Chance for Caribou. In on the right side with control of the puck. There's O'Brien. O'Brien dancing his away for a couple of checks. There's drop pass right into the stick of the Okanagan Rockets. They have a 4-on-2 up to center ice. Down the left side. Kovacevic rolled it into the left corner boards. Take it away. And a chance for Caribou to clear it out. Okanagan says no. They hold it in. Kovacevic on the left side. It bounces past him into the corner. It's picked up there by McGrath. And McGrath slows things down. Works it on the far side as the Cougars take it away out to center ice. Up the right wing boards is Aiden Reeves. Reeves cuts in his centering pass. Nobody home as the rest of his teammates are changing. Okanagan Rockets have control of the puck inside their own end. Reeves to center ice is querying the goal scorer for Okanagan. His pass, but his teammate was changing. Allows the Caribou Cougars to send it right back out to center ice. Rockets with control. Slide it ahead. Funk. The neutral zone rolled off his stick. Now Queering follows up. He'll take it down inside of Cougar territory. On the left side, off the stick of Queering and take it away by the Cougars, and they're out to center ice again. 2-on-2 the other way. A little chip and chase down inside of Okanagan territory. And back after it is Jace Weir. Weir behind his own goal. Sends it around to the far side. 4:20 to go here in the second period. Caribou had the only goal of the first frame. They've exchanged single markers here in the second. Both teams have also hit the bar once each. Queering to center ice on the right side. Lifts it softly down inside of Caribou territory. Down low right side. Zach Funk in behind the goal. Centering pass back to the line. Left side. Held in there by Queering with a shot. That one high and wide. Rebound up the end glass. Picked up on the right side by Mojer. Mojer's drop pass down low. Intercepted out to center ice. Come the Caribou Cougars. A 2-on-1. In behind the D on the right side. Walking in the shot. Save. Made by Hamming. As Scott Cousins comes in. A penalty coming up against the Okanagan Rockets. But another 2-on-1 opportunity on a little bit of a broken play.
That was a broken play. Hamming definitely bailed out the Rockets on that one. That one wasn't as quite as well defended as the previous 2-on-1 we talked about, but still left Hamming with a good angle, good vision to take that puck in from the shot.
Caribou back to the power plays. Mojer into the box for cross-checking. Cougars 1 for 2 on the power play this afternoon. 8 shots on goal. Now let's clarify, if you're just joining us, it's 7 shots on a 5-minute major power play and did score the power play goal on that 5-minute major. Cougars control the faceoff at the right point. They'll cycle it around left side. Walking in, there's a shot save made. The rebound scramble in front. Another save by Hamming on that short angle shot. Down to the right faceoff. Another shot. Hamming stopped that one. Bouncing puck in the slot. Cougars keep it in. Sustained pressure for Caribou, and all of a sudden, shots starting to pile up for the Cougars as the Rockets clear it out to center ice. Big start to the power play for the Caribou Cougars, looking to add to their 2-1 lead. Right back in on the attack on the right side of the Cougars. Drop pass. Ochalo with a shot. Blocked off. Another chance. Follow up. There's a shot. And Hamming stopped that one off the right pad. Into the corner. Held in by the Cougars. Right side. 3 to go in this second period. 1:15 to go on the power play. Right wing side. There's a shot. Hamming to save the rebound. Over to the left side. Another shot. Put that one high and wide of the goal. 5 shots for the Cougars. So, maybe the 7 that we saw in their 5-minute major power play wasn't an anomaly.
That wasn't a fluke. This power play is dangerous, and they're showing why. It's just shot after shot.
Cougars bring it ahead to center ice. That power play goal given up by the Okanagan Rockets, the first one they've given up in the tournament. Now centering pass in front. Loose on the doorstep. The shot is blocked off, and Okanagan will clear it out to center ice and all the way down. Means the only team, if you include the playoff round, that will finish this tournament with 100% on the penalty kill. Scott Bars Academy finished off with a bang, as we mentioned in the first period, a 14-0 win over Sherwood Park in their last round robin game. Needed to do that to get the differential and a chance to make the playoffs. Didn't happen as the Calgary Buffaloes. They needed the Buffaloes to beat Prince Albert, but the Buffs lost to Prince Albert, who then turned around, lost the quarterfinals earlier this morning here to the Saskatoon Blazers. Puck down inside of Okanagan territory, cleared back out to center ice. 10 seconds to go on the power play for Caribou. I just about said it there. Caribou takes it ahead on the left side. Brown in across the line. Centering pass broken up. Following up left side. There's a shot blocked off in front of that. Penalty is over. Rockets back to full strength, cleared outside the zone, rolls down the ice, and now a foot race for out to play as the goaltender, and a great play there by Fairley to poke it away. Otherwise, the Rockets could have tied this game up to 2. Rockets back in, clearing across the line, but didn't wait long enough for Modger to get back on side, and it's offside call against the Okanagan Rockets.
That's not the first time I've seen Fairley do that in this tournament. He's made that play where he's come out to defend on the rush a couple times. That one was probably the farthest I've seen him and the most risky, but it paid off, so good for him, but not the first time he's done that this tournament. He's not afraid to make a play and come out of the net.
Trying to remember the old goaltender from the 70s who used to do that all the time. Not Patrick Waugh, it's who Patrick Waugh learned to do that from. As Caribou wins the faceoff, and right now the name escapes me, but hopefully it'll come back to me later in this game as the Cougars get called for icing. Faceoff will come all the way back inside of Caribou territory.
I just want to go back to that power play for a second with all those shots on goal by the Cougars. I know as a goal, especially for a goalie, it'd be hard to make those little adjustments as the game goes along, but he really's got to control his rebounds. It seemed they were getting second, third, fourth chance opportunities all the time off those juicy rebounds that Hamming was letting up.
Shots 22-22 is all the shots coming mostly for the Cougars on their power plays. Okanagan face off deep inside the offensive zone, won though by Caribou. Played off the glass and down the ice in a foot race for it now as the Cougars back after it. Have some momentum for that power play even though they didn't score. Rockets will take it back and they'll push out to center ice. Funk through the middle, in across the Caribou line, lost the handle on the puck, rolls to the left corner boards. Funk picks it up again. Final minute here of this second period. Puck played down low, left wing boards. Teague Patton with it, he'll spin off a check. Patton still with it, dances away to the slot with a shot. Off a stick and wide of the goal. Picked up in the left corner bars by Steele Queering. Queering though, couldn't handle the puck. Knocked away by the Cougars, trying to shovel it out. Unable to do so, good job by Teague Patton, 1-on-2 to keep the puck in. Queering, left side, actually it's Teague Patton, moves to the right point. It hops over the stick though of Jace Weir and out to center ice. Weir settles it down inside of his own zone. Half minute to play here in the second period. Cougars get back in, dump the puck down inside of Okanagan territory. Rocket goaltender Manning out to play the puck inside of his own zone. Behind the goal, Weir ahead for Hicklin, tips it into the middle of the ice and out to the neutral zone. Cougars don't get it back. Ochawa tied up. Backhand pass ahead. He finds Bott. Both goals for Caribou in this hockey game. Rolls it in behind the net. Ochawa picks it up on the right corner boards. Looks for a lane. Doesn't have one. Ochawa back in front with a shot towards the net as the horn sounds. Bott was looking for the tip as final second shot. The horn sounds ending this second period. Both teams get single goals, and after 40 minutes of play, it is 2-1 Caribou with the lead.
The Rockets came out of that intermission just flying. The first 6-7 minutes of this period, the Rockets had all the control. They were getting shots. They were not letting the Cougars into the zone even. They were in total control. But as the period went along, as it progressed, the Cougars got more comfortable. It looked like the Rockets still played a good period, but the Cougars got more confident, more comfortable with the flow of the game, and were able to combat the pressure.
Shots favored the Okanagan Rockets 12-9 in that second period, 22 apiece, but most of the play was inside of Okanagan territory to start that second period, but Rockets, when they got their opportunities, took advantage of it, lead it 2-1 after 40 minutes of play. We'll take a break, come back in about 14 minutes time. Look at the out-of-town scoreboard as well, the scoring summary through two periods, as this is the 42nd annual Max Midget Hockey Championships from the Ken Bracco Arena at the Max Bell Center in Calgary.
Driving Force is the official vehicle supplier to the Max Tournament. For your car or truck rental or leasing needs, call Driving Force Rentals, Sales, and Leasing, or visit them online at drivingforce.ca.
Welcome back to the Max Bell Center in the Ken Bracco Arena. Chris Colwell, Zach Stewart along with you. 2-1. Caribou Cougars with the lead on the Okanagan Rockets through 40 minutes of play. Let's take a look at the scoring summary through 2 periods of play. Caribou opened the scoring in the opening period. First of the game and second of the tournament for Brennan Bott. Assist going to John Harrington as well to Aiden Reeves. 1-0 after 1. Okanagan tied the game. It was a power play goal, 14:02 of the first period, by the way. Okanagan would tie the game 7-17 into the second period. Steele clearing his second of the tournament assist from Dylan Reitman. 1-1, but then at 11:52, Brennan Bott, his second of the tournament, or second of the day, third of the tournament. Lone assist on that one going to Alex Ochawa. Made it 2-1 Cougars after 2 periods of play. Shots on goal, 12-9 in favor of the Okanagan Rockets in that second period. 22 apiece in the second after 2 periods of play. And well, we get some face-off numbers. Zach, your thoughts through 40 minutes?
Both teams are playing exceptionally well. This Rockets team, for the majority of the game, are holding the momentum, holding the pressure, holding control of the puck. But this Cougars team is doing a good job defensively, fighting that off, not allowing them to have more than one goal, and allowing one goal in, only allowing 22 shots. So they're doing a good job on the defensive end to match the Rockets' pressure.
22, the faceoff's 26-17 in favor of the Okanagan Rockets. And an update from Father David Bauer Arena. Trying to come back at the Saskatoon context. They have scored in the third period. They trail 3-2 as Okanagan wins the faceoff, goes right in with a shot on goal, and we're getting early offensive zone faceoff.
So both these quarterfinal games are seeming to be tight, 1-goal games so far in the third period.
It will be interesting to see how the rest of that game plays out over at Father Dave Bauer as well. How the rest of this one plays out here. Face off deep inside of Caribou territory, won by Okanagan. They'll just chip it down low in behind the goal. Faceoffs for 14-8 Okanagan in that second period. Kowalski with a shot. That was blocked off. Another chance rolls in behind the net. Free on the right side. The centering pass broken up on the doorstep. Picked up by the Okanagan Rockets on the right side. Clearing, drops it off. Long shot. Stick save made by Fairley as he steers that one to the left quarter boards. Picked up on the left side, and Caribou just chip it out to center ice, and back after it inside of it, the neutral zone is Golowski. He'll retreat back, gets it ahead now for Teague Patton, and Patton weaves his way through center ice. Patton in across the line, penalty coming up, and it'll go to the Caribou Cougars for the second time this afternoon. Power play upcoming for Okanagan, and they're 0-for-1 with the man advantage.
And let's see if the Rockets power play can get activated here and get them a goal before this 2 minutes is over. Will they have the man advantage?
Face off deep inside of Okanagan territory. Inside of Caribou territory. Switching up, going right to left of the Okanagan Rockets. Win the face off. Kovacevic, middle of the ice. Weir, down low right side. Backdoor feed. 4 shots for Okanagan on their first power play. They did not connect on it. Looking to connect here to tie this game up at 2. Weir, top of the point, moves to the right face-off circle. Caribou watching carefully, and now to a diamond formation for this defensive matchup. Kovacevic, left side, goes back door on the right side. It deflects, though, away from Cam Mauger in behind the goal. Mauger, centering pass, broken up and sent down the ice by the Caribou Cougars. The goaltender hamming out to play the puck at the side of his own goal. Leaves it there as his teammates coming back to retrieve the puck. 3 back for Okanagan as they start out to center ice on the left side. With control is Moger. Moger across the line. Drop pass to the right side. Now a return feed. Stepping in is Funk. Trying to feed it off on the right side. Not sure that puck was kind of bouncing on Funk and why he didn't take that shot as the Cougars send it the length of the ice halfway through this power play. Back after it is Okanagan inside their own zone. Settling things down. Brennan watching carefully as the Okanagan Rockets now start out to center ice on this power play. 45 to go on the clock. Funk at center ice. Spins it down inside of Caribou territory all the way around on the far side. Pushed to the line, not out, held in by Okanagan on the right side. Dug free, picked up by Caribou though, and they'll just relieve the pressure again, send it the length of the ice. Okanagan still looking for their first shot on goal at this power play.
This is a great kill by the Cougars so far, clearing it down the length of the ice and killing some time off 4 or 5 times now.
Jugnath for Funk on the right side. He'll get inside of Caribou territory. It's sent in behind the goal. Again, the Cougars gain control. And again, They'll fire it all the way down the ice. Hemming stops it in behind his own goal. 10 seconds to go in the power plays. Now the Rockets looking to stretch it out. They'll bring it out to center ice. Final rush on this power play across the line. Funk, right side, trying to drive in. The centering pass off the stick and somehow didn't go in on Cam Hicklin. Back the other way, the Cougars come, was lifted in. Penalty is over. Back to 5-a-side hockey as the Cougars change up on the fly. Okanagan very close to tying this game up at 2. Down the left side is D'Souza. He'll chip it in behind the goal. Cougars get it back, though, deep inside of their own zone. They'll start up on the near side. Moved out to center ice. Okanagan trying to get it back. Steered away, though, and Gawowski back inside of his own zone. Takes a look, an outlet pass ahead. And Okanagan will tip it down inside of Caribou territory. And the Cougars was raced back, but it's icing call against Okanagan.
We remind you to stay in your seats at the conclusion of the game, as we will be presenting the Game Stars with special gifts from True Hockey, Colby Apparel Canada, and Tuxedo Source for Sports.
3-2 Calgary Buffaloes leading the Saskatoon Contacts. That one midway through the third period. Here we're about 4 minutes into the third frame. Okanagan trailing 2-1 as they win the defensive zone faceoff, clear it out. Ochoa, though, knocks it right back inside of Okanagan territory. Caribou with it again. They'll just dump it down inside of the Okanagan territory again. Rockets gain control on the near side. Nelson chips it to the line. Can't get it out. Forrest held it in for Caribou. Another chance to clear it out again. Forrest held it in. Knocked away. It was a hand pass. If the Cougars had touched it, Rockets get there first. Forrest from the right point keeps it in. His shot save made and bought on the doorstep. And it bounced just past him as Hamming made that stick stop. Now Okanagan with it deep inside their own zone. Trying to clear it out. Unable to do so. Caribou with some pressure. Milner, shot for the point, missed the net. The rebound in behind the goal, picked up by the Rockets. Let's clear it to the line, not out. Held in by the Caribou Cougars and cleared out to center ice. Okanagan racing after down the right side. Traffic in front of the bench and a penalty coming up.
No, I think that was just an offside call.
It was offside, yeah.
One of the Cougars, though, that forced that play offside, he, number 5, McGrath, he's hurt and he's heading back to the locker room. He's limping, it looks like, so hopefully nothing serious there, because that could be a big blow to that defensive unit if he has to leave this game.
Face off just outside Caribou territory. Won by the Cougars. They'll tip it out to center ice, but Okanagan sends it right back in on the attack. Cougars flip it out again. Right now it's the defensive pairings for both sides just playing catch with the puck as Caribou back inside of their own zone. Try and lift it ahead and out on the near wall. Held in though by Teague Patton. Patton back to the top of the point, left side for Elliott. He'll go cross ice. Long shot through traffic in front. That one tipped just wide of the goal. Off the end, boys, comes back to the line. Elliott trying to hold it in, unable to do so as it hops past him out to center ice. Hasman helped it out, and now the other way. Here's Menard in with his centering pass. That one looking for the intended receiver was Mateovic, but that one knocked away, and back the other way come the Rockets in. A centering feed broken up in front. Rockets get it back. They'll circle the goal. Go cross ice, bouncing around in the slot. Poked to the line by the Cougars, but not out. Held in on the right side by Gilwalski. It comes back to the line, past Gilwalski and out to center ice as the Cougars are the Rockets, I should say, are making changes to the offensive unit. Back in, Wojarski, left side. He'll stop in the corner, throws it back in front of the net, deflects back to the line. There's a long shot and right into the glove hand and held on to by Jordan Fairley as he comes up with his 24th save of the hockey game.
And that was a nice save. That was a key save. Through pressure, through traffic, they had him screened quite well, and he kept his composure and followed that one right into his glove. He never lost sight of that one. So that was a nice, calm, collective save. That's what you look for in your goalie, is to stay calm under pressure.
Face off deep inside of Caribou territory. Controlled by the Cougars, sent to the line, not out, held in. Fired down low in behind the goal by the Okanagan Rockets. Cougars get it back, but then losing his footing was Leslie. Gives a chance for Okanagan to keep it in. And the net off its moorings deep inside of Cougar territory, so the face-off should stay deep inside of the Caribou territory.
Seemed like no one noticed that except for a couple of the Cougars players who did not want to let in a goal, so they were hollering at the refs, letting them know the net was off because Rockets had some pressure on. They didn't want some silly goal where the net was off to cost them.
Face-off stays deep inside of Caribou territory. 14:24 to go Still not time to panic for the Okanagan Rockets. Lots of time on the clock and just a one-shot game right now.
Still lots of time left.
Rockets win the faceoff. They'll play it down low into the right corner boards. Both these teams going back and forth. There's a shot high and wide of the goal. The rebound up the end wall. Pass Gilwalski and down the ice. After to the Cougars trying to catch up. Gilwalski, though, with a good skating lane, gets there first. Sweeps it around on the far side. Okanagan with a chance to bring it out. Slow things down in behind their own goal. 6 minutes gone here in the third period. Out to center ice on the left wing side with control of the Rockets. And that's Kovacevic is centering pass in front. And Boyarski had that one roll off his stick wide of the goal. Back to the line. Jugnath throws into the slot. Wrist shot by Kovacevic. Stop the rebound. Hit the goal post. Colton Boyarski nearly tied it up as the goaltender fairly had no idea where it was. And Boyarski rang it off the outside of the post.
Seems like no one knew where that was. It was just a mad scramble in front of the net. Luckily for them, the net came off again. But yeah, that could have been dangerous. No one knew where that puck was.
See where the faceoff's going to go. They're going to bring it outside the zone. So referee said it was an Okanagan player that pushed the Caribou player into the side of the net, taking it off its moorings. Didn't matter though for Okanagan. They win the faceoff and they'll bring it ahead. Left side. Moger in with a wrist shot on goal. The glove save made by Fairley, and he'll hang on to that one.
Another cool, calm, collective save. That's what you like to see. 1 goal game, last period. If you win, you move on. If you lose, you go home, and your goalie is standing his ground. That is a huge confidence boost for this Cougars team.
Very big confidence boost for the Caribou Cougars. Holding on to that 1-goal lead. And take the draw is Whiteman for the Okanagan Rockets. Waved out is Fisher O'Brien. Can't quite see who's in to take it for the Cougars, but it's won by the Rockets. It was Yarish who was in to take that draw, and they'll centering pass by Okanagan. That one is picked off, and out to center ice come the Caribou Cougars. Pushing on ahead, 2-on-2, get it down inside of Okanagan territory. Weir back after it inside of his own zone. In behind the goal, rims it around the boards. The line not out, Reeves held it in. Fires it back in behind the Okanagan goal. Round on the left wing boards. Cougars chasing after it there. Both teams clamor for the puck. Rolls in behind the net. Weir takes over in behind the goal. Weir, though, tied up as he gets into the right corner boards. Weir sending it back in behind the goal. As the Rockets settle things down behind their own net. Look to start out. Backhanded ahead. Moger at center ice on the right side. Pushes it back inside of his own zone. Weir circling back. Ochoa watches him as it's worked ahead on the near wall, and Moger out to center ice, rolls it down inside of Caribou territory. The Cougars back the other way. They turn it over though. Here's a chance for walking in off the left side. The left handling with their shot on goal. That was Moger, and turned to the side by Fairley. Back out to center ice. Caribou with control, bouncing to the neutral zone. Nearly picked off. Following up on that left side was Harrington. It's knocked away from him and a head out to center ice. Way come the Okanagan Rockets. In across the line. Clearing with a shot. Hit the outside of the net. Herring gets it back. Right faceoff circle. Spins it down low in behind the goal. Teague Patton with it on the right side. Patton puck bouncing on him as he tries to settle it down. He does at the right point. Cycles it down low for Queering. Queering sends it towards the net. It's blocked off. Funk tried. It was on his backhand though as he tried to pull it to the forehand. The puck stayed put. Stick didn't though. It's backhanded back in by Okanagan. Is back after the Caribou Cougars inside their own zone. 8 minutes gone here in the third period. 2-1 the score. Cougars with the puck deep inside of their own zone. They'll start out towards center ice. On the near wall, left, on the right side. Carrying on in is Block. Has both goals for the Cougars. Looks for one more. His shot stopped the rebound. Loose in front. Stopped again. It got past Hemming. And he reaches back to cover it up and hang on.
Another goal almost on a rebound. Hemming needs to really needs to start controlling these if they want to stay a 1-goal deficit. Because that was, what, an inch wide from the post from being a third rebound goal?
Yes, it was. It was a very close opportunity. Face-off tied up. Controlled by Caribou at the line on the right point. The wrist shot is blocked off. Bounces out to center ice. Cougars send it back in. They were offside. Had to tag up. They do, and they'll send it right back in on the attack. Caribou going to try and get up on their toes right now. Looking to extend their lead right now up by 1, but out to center ice. Come the Okanagan Rockets up the right side. Carrying in 2-on-2. Cross the line with controls. Kovacevic, he'll work it in behind the goal. Picked off though by the Cougars. And the Cougars with a chance to start out. They have numbers going the other way. Weir though back to retrieve the puck inside of his own zone. Goes all the way around in behind his own goal on the near side. Spins it back behind the net. Had a couple of Cougars that were trailing him. Now ahead for Hicklin. Hicklin takes it inside Caribou territory with one too many moves of the blue line, and it's offside against the Rockets.
The tournament would like to thank the Delta Marriott Downtown. Delta, precisely what you need.
And the face-off is just outside the blue line. And this Rockets team, they need to get it in right away and try to make something happen. There's just coming up to halfway left in this last period of the game, and they desperately need a goal to hopefully extend this to overtime.
Puck back inside of Caribou territory. The Cougars have control. If we get to that point, if we get closer to that point, we'll let you know how overtime will work if this is your first time in the Max Midget Tournament. Elliott back inside of his own zone, works it ahead. Roger right side, that pass in behind the intended receiver. That was Patterson. He'll be forced to retreat back to the neutral zone. Pass ahead is picked off. Cougars now ahead. 1-on-2 across the line on the right side. Taken away though by the Rockets. They'll clear it out to center ice. Rolls all the way down. No icing though. Is back to retrieve it. Is Wyatt Milner inside of his own zone. Milner, he'll stop. Turn inside of his own zone. Works it ahead on the left side. Outlet pass. Yarish was waiting for it, but it took a funny bounce off the penalty box doors, and now back the other way. Come the Okanagan Rockets with the centering pass in front. And Whiteman couldn't settle that down to get a shot off. Cougars turn the other way. They have a 3-on-2 going up through the ice. On the right side, Yarish across the line, just offside. As O'Brien sent that off, and Yarish stepped in just prematurely.
When you look at the benches of both of these teams, they're both standing up. They're both leaning over the benches, all players. Everyone's engaged, ready to go. Both teams, they want this win. They're ready to play. They're staying engaged in the play even when they're not on the ice, and that's good to see. Keep the energy up for the whole team.
9:52 to go in the third period. Okanagan with the faceoff just outside their own zone. They'll win it and carry on ahead on the right side to the Caribou line. Cougars though are back defensive with two players, and Leslie being one of them just backhands it down the ice. Cougars back after, or Rockets I should say, back after it inside their own zone. Send it off the boards all the way down. This one will just miss the net, be icing against Okanagan.
It does barely sneak past the line. The Rockets had Patton right there, ready to sneak by the defender and call off that ice, but not quite fast enough. So now both teams will regroup and see if they can be a quick goal right off the face-off for the Cougars.
Face off deep inside of Okanagan territory. Controlled by the Rockets. They'll play it around in behind their own goal. Look to start out on the near wall. Clock slowly becoming the enemy for the Rockets as Funk in on the left side. There's a wrist shot on goal. That one right into the glove hand of Fairley, and he'll hang on.
Fairley's been rock solid for this Cougars team, not just this game, but all tournament. He's coming up on close to 100 saves in these, fifth game now for them? He's coming up to close to 100 saves, so that's quite the workload for that young goalie. Let's see if they can advance in this tournament and win this game, and see if that affects them in the next game in the semis.
Face-off tied up, won by Okanagan. Back of the line, right side, Weir. They'll send it down low, in behind the goal. Bounces around left side. Picked up by the Rockets. There's a centering pass in front. Trying to go back into forehand was Funk and unable to pull the trigger. Funk left side, feeds it to the line. Jugnup, right point. Down low, that pass deflected away from Teague Patton. Patton gets it back in the left corner boards. Patton spinning off a check, takes a look. It's a 5-on-4.5 as there's a Caribou stick in the right corner. There's a long shot. He scored! Jognup's shot for the point. Not sure if it was tipped or not, but it's tied at 2.
The entire Caribou's bench is calling for a high stick, though. They think it should be waved down. It's going to be interesting to see what they call.
Well, the referee watching the Caribou, watching the Okanagan bench, and I think now is going to have a conversation with both linesmen.
This could be a game changer if they decide to call that one off, or if they count it. This is a crucial part of the game. Let's see what the refs decide. So talking with the captain, John Harrington from the Cougars. Get his opinion on it. Oh, and good goal.
It is a good goal, so we are tied at 2. 11:07 into this third period. And all of a sudden, well, the clock's going to be the enemy of both teams in regulation time.
It's going to come down to the wire if they keep this up. Wow.
You get the announcement on that goal that has it And we have a final from Father David Bauer Arena. The Calgary Buffaloes are going to take on the winner of this game as the Okanagan Rockets get the puck down inside of Caribou territory at the right point. There's a shot under the glove hand of Fairley. Now hang on.
What a massive goal for this Rockets team. And here's the goal call now.
Okanagan Rockets' second goal, scored by number 20, Zach Funk. Assist on the goal goes to number 24, Jace Weir. Funk from Weir. Time of that goal, 11 minutes, 7 seconds.
So Funk with the tip, his 5th of the tournament. Weir with his 2nd assist and 2nd point. There's a long shot, stop the rebound, loose in front of the net. Cleared to the line, not out. Held in by Okanagan. They'll work it down low on the right side. Caribou back on their heels a little bit of frustration after giving up the game tying goal. Up on the left side though, Ochawa in on the left wing boards. He's tied up, forced wide and in behind the net as both teams clamor for it there. Centering pass, Caribou. We've seen this before though in the second period when the Cougars gave up that tying goal, came right back, got a couple of breaks and a couple of shots and took the lead right back, and now a turnover. Here's their opportunity. In on the right side is O'Brien, but the puck stripped off his stick and a penalty coming to Okanagan.
And like you said, Chris, that was his 5th goal of this tournament, and that's the team leader. He leads the team in goals, and that's what you look for when someone on your team is putting up the numbers. You want to keep giving him the puck. Obviously, he has the hot hand, and he paid off it. He proved it.
Roger into the box for the penalty, and the Caribou Cougars to the power play. They are 1 for 3 on the power play. 4th man advantage upcoming. 13 shots for the Cougars on the power play in this hockey game. Face-off won by Okanagan deep inside their own zone. They'll chop it around the boards. This is a huge kill for the Rockets as Flores keeps it in for Caribou. Right side. Andre in the box for hooking, and the Caribou Cougars on the power play for the 4th time this afternoon, and the puck rolls around to the left side. After there is Whiteman. Whiteman tied up. Has his man pinned, the puck along the boards. Cougars trying to dig it out. Whiteman just needing some time off the clock. It comes free from the pile and bounces out to center ice. And the Cougars back after it inside their own zone. They'll slide it ahead. O'Brien spins in the neutral zone. Minute and a half to go on the power play. Works it up the left side. Dumped inside of Okanagan territory. Rockets slow it down. In behind the goal. Snap it around the boards to the line, not out. Cougars hold it in, left side as they now set up with the man advantage. Looking on the centering pass, on the wraparound, back in front, Flores on the right play. His wrist shot blocked off in front, bounces back to the line. Flores hustles to keep it in, is able to do so, just able to slide it in deep. Ochawa in behind the goal, his drop pass to the line, nobody home, and the Cougars have to back out to center ice. Minute to go on the power play. Flores with it, slides it ahead. Up the right side, going in towards the goal, and forced wide was Harrington as the net pops off its moorings. We're going to face off deep inside of Okanagan territory. 48 seconds to go in this 3rd period, and well, let's talk about it now as we're getting closer and closer to that time. If this score stands the way it is, overtime will be a 10-minute 5-on-5. If nobody scores there, it'll be a 20-minute flood and then 20 minutes 5-on-5, and we'll keep going like that until somebody does score.
And with these two teams, that could go on a while. They're evenly matched throughout defense, offense, goalies. They have an extremely balanced team, so those overtimes could keep going with these two.
Cougars win the faceoff, launch shot right into the glove hand of Hamming, and he'll hang on to that one. A little bit of pushing and shoving afterwards.
For Moger, who took the penalty, that's his 2nd penalty this game, and he leads this Okanagan Rockets team in penalty minutes. That's his 8th penalty of the tournament so far. But he's lucky that his teammates have bailed him out. As we said earlier, they just gave up their first shorthanded goal this game of the tournament, so his teammates have done a good job bailing him out throughout.
Cougars win the faceoff, take the puck down low. The top-ranked tie for the top-ranked power play in the tournament, going against the tie for top-ranked penalty kill. Cougars with the puck on the left side. Both teams tie up there. Other top-ranked power play is out of this tournament now as the Saskatoon Blazers fell to the Calgary Buffaloes. Yarish, right point, holds it in. 20 seconds to go on the power play for Caribou. They'll walk towards the slot again. The package, and they scored! Might have been tip, but Ochoa sent it in, and it's 3-2 Caribou.
And that's the answer they needed, a quick answer to that goal on the another power play goal. So this Cougars team proving that a good power play can beat a good penalty kill.
As Ochoa gets the goal, for Caribou, his second point of the game. And it'll be his third goal of the tournament, giving him 10 points now. On the tournament, 3 goals and 7 assists, and a key one there as the Cougars go to 2 for 4 on the power play and take a 3-2 lead. Win the faceoff at center ice, trying to whack it down inside of Okanagan territory, unable to do so. They'll back up. Rockets hold it in, long shot on goal. Glove down as we get the announce of that goal.
Alex Ochitwa. Assist on the goal goes to number 9, Brennan Bott, and number 18, Carter Yerish. Ochitwa.
So Bott 2 goals and an assist. Other assist on that one to Yerish, his 5th point, his 3rd assist. There's a shot, hit the outside of the net, the rebound up the end glass, picked up right side. Okanagan trying to come right back. 5:40 to go here in the 3rd period. Talking with the Max Midget Twitter man Cole yesterday, and there's been actually 8 ties in this tournament. 6 3-3s, 1-2-2, and 1-6-6. So
wow,
this 3-2 score is not out of the realm of possibilities. We could see extra time.
No, exactly. And especially with this year's tournament, all the teams so evenly matched. We had a lot of good teams competing at this tournament, and a 1-goal lead is nothing in the game of hockey, especially with 5.5 left. So anything can happen.
Going in to take the draw, but loses that one inside the offensive zone, and the Caribou Cougars will play it off the glass all the way down the ice. And Zach, I don't think the Cougars are going to mind taking icing calls and eating up time slowly but surely as the Okanagan Rockets are going to start to grip the sticks a little tightly.
At this point, I think the Cougars are just trying to play defensively. They, yes, an insurance goal would be great at this point, but as long as they don't let in a goal, then they have this victory. So keep killing the time, dumping down the puck, holding the puck against the boards, anything just to drain the time down to 0.
Face off, tied up. Rockets trying to get it free. Cougars do. They send it to the line, not out. Long shot. That one misses the net. Rebound in behind the goal on the left side. Rockets keep it in. Jugnup, his shot deflected on goal. A stick save made by Fairley. Gets a piece of that one. Dug free. Cougars lifted high in the air. They'll bounce down the ice. There's another icing call coming up against Caribou. 5:06 to go in regulation time. 3-2. Cougars with the lead.
I mentioned in the first period that I was excited to see how the first line of this Cougars team played in this game, because they've been carrying the team offensively and points-wise, and all 3 goals have been scored by someone on that first line. So that first line is making a huge impact in this game and carrying their hot streak throughout the tournament.
Funkin to take the draw for Okanagan, wins it back to the line. Jugnup shot is blocked off. Another chance, centering pass in front, broken up though, and the Cougars will lift it away out to center ice. Another one rolling down. Icing going to be waved off as a foot race forward is trying to get there is Brown. Brown got the inside lane. His centering pass, but the shot. They scored! O'Brien with some insurance. The Cougars lead it 4-2.
That goal was much needed for this Cougars team. They looked like they were just playing defensive hockey at this point, just trying to waste the clock, but no, 1 more goal, and this is going to be even tougher for the Rockets now with only 4:50 remaining. Wow. And just watch that bench of the Cougars erupt after that happened. Backup goalie was just going crazy.
Fisher O'Brien is second of the tournament, and all of a sudden the Caribou Cougars have a 2-goal lead, the biggest lead of the night for either team in this quarterfinal. 3rd of 4 quarterfinals, but all the other 3 are done. Just waiting on the winner of this game to determine our 2 semifinal matchups. This puck back down inside of Caribou territory, waiting on the announce of the goal of the Cougars. Here we go again. They're going to ice the puck. 4:30 to go. Actually, they're saying no icing. So Okanagan back to retrieve it inside their own zone. They'll chip it ahead. Boyarski can't get it out. Bott holds it in. Ochawa on the right side. He's checked off the puck. Boyarski follows up. He'll spin off a check.
Scored by number 14, Fisher O'Brien. Assist on the goal goes to number 6, Hunter Brown, and number 18, Carter Yerish. O'Brien.
Yerish from Brown, or Yerish and Brown draw helpers on O'Brien, second of the tournament. For Brown, his second assist. Yerish with his 4th assist, it's second in his mini goals. 6 point, 4:10 to go on a face-off upcoming deep inside of Caribou territory.
And down by 2 with 4 minutes remaining. If you're the Rockets, you start thinking about pulling your goalie, or?
I think you start thinking about it. Maybe down about a minute and a half to before you do so, though. So Rockets in to take the draw. It's Teague Patton. One though by Caribou, and they'll just bounce it off the boards and down the ice and into the bench is out of play, so we'll try that face-off again deep inside of Caribou territory.
That was a huge goal for the Cougars. And now they just look relaxed. I think that insurance goal, that will help calm them down and just try to keep wasting time. Maybe not keep icing it, but control the puck. Don't let the Rockets take more shots on goal.
Face-off control by Caribou deep inside of their own zone. Spinning around is Aiden Reeves. Reeves sends it around on the far side to the line, not out. Second effort to the line again, not out. Held in by Okanagan. Long shot on goal. Easily handled by Jordan Fairley.
And another controlled save. He's been rock solid all game long with those, just not allowing rebounds, standing his ground, and just making the easy saves. Oh, the goalie's out of the net now, I see.
Yeah, heading off. Goaltender Hamming going to the bench with 3:51 to go here in the third period. So the Okanagan Rockets go to the 6-on-5, trying to get 2 goals late. Face-off tied up. Battle for it there. Caribou trying to knock it free. They do into the left corner boards. Gain control of the puck, but they can't clear it out. Caribou trying again. Okanagan holding it in. Caribou's second effort will get out to center ice. This will roll on its edge all the way down the ice. This one will spin far enough for icing.
Just trying to hold it against the boards before they decided to ice that down and go for the empty net. But before that, yeah, they were just trying to just pin the puck and waste time. You're up by 2, so you don't have to do anything crazy and go for more goals, but doesn't hurt.
3.5 to go, third period. Caribou Cougars leading the Okanagan Rockets by a count of 4-2. Face-off deep inside of Caribou territory. Okanagan player going to get waved out of the face-off dot. That was Brennan Nelson. Puck is down, splits the defensive pairings as the Rockets win that face-off. Comes all the way back inside their own zone. Jugnath to the right side, being watched carefully there by Yarish, but out to center ice come the Rockets. On the left side is Weir. Weir carries it across the Caribou line. Rockets send it back the other way, tip it on the happy side of center ice. Jugnath's going to have to chase down Yarish. Yarish with a chance at an empty net. He's pushed down from behind. No call. There is going to be a call there. I didn't think there was going to be. But that'll be a power play for the Caribou Cougars, and that might just about seal it. 3:09 to go, and the Cougars back to the power play.
That takes up most of the time with that whole 2-minute power play if it takes that long. And now the goalie will have to go back, and it's a 5-on-4.
Jugnath gets 2 for cross-checking. 3:09 to go here in this third period. 4-2 Caribou with the lead. The Cougars 2 for 4 on the power play. 15 shots with a man advantage.
They're looking to make it 3 for 5 to seal this victory. If they could score here on the power play, and then it's pretty well the game.
Face-off control by Okanagan. They'll send it around the boards on the near side to the line, not out. Flores, I should say, held it in. Sends it in behind the goal. Around on the far side, look for Okanagan to start taking some chances shorthanded. They'll lift it down the ice. Don't have to worry about Icy as back after it is Caribou inside their own zone. Played around on the far side with control. The Cougars had a chance to get it out. Aiden Reeves, though, tied up. Puck dug free. Okanagan with control. Goaltender going to the bench. There's a backhand shot on goal. A save made by the goaltender Fairley as he hangs on.
The Rockets' only option at this point is to try to make something shorthanded. With the time running down and the goal differential not on their side, they have to be able to score shorthanded.
They'll even up 5-on-5 with the goaltender coming out. So Caribou Cougars with an empty net to look at. Try and seal this one away on the power play for another minute, 32 seconds. Tied up face-off won by the Okanagan Rockets. Shot from Auger from the left point. That one blocked off. Bounces in behind the goal. Picked up by Caribou. They'll send it ahead. Audrey knocks his man to the ice as it comes rolling back inside of Okanagan territory. Back after his clearing inside of his own zone. Chased from behind the goal there by Ochadawa. Worked ahead and out to center ice. Come the Rockets on the left side. Turn it over to O'Brien inside of his own zone. He'll steer it ahead. Front of the Okanagan bench. Rockets get it back. Trying to push on forward. It's knocked down and a penalty coming up. And game behind the play, a roughing penalty going against Okanagan, and this is going from bad to worse for the Okanagan Rockets as they're starting to lose their composure, down 4-2, 2:10 to go, and now an unsportsmanlike conduct penalty is going to negate it, and it's going to be offsetting.
I think the ego and the pride of If the Cougars are starting to get the better of them, like you said, it's offsetting. Instead of going 5-on-3, it's still 5-on-4 offsetting.
Yarish in the box for Caribou. Patton in for the box for Okanagan. A minute and a second to go on the 5-on-4. And goaltender Caden Hamming going back between the pipes.
That was just a silly mistake by the Cougars there. They had the 5-on-3 all about locked up, and then just some showboating, some celebrating there.
Timeout being called by Okanagan as they try and settle things down.
Since 1977, Circle K stores have supported youth hockey in Alberta through the Max Midget Hockey Tournament. 41 years later, they're happy to see such inspiring athletes with hustle, heart, and passion continuing the tradition of this incredible tournament. We want to send a special thanks to Circle K convenience stores for their many years of support.
Not out of the realm of possibilities for the Okanagan Rockets to tie this game up, as Moose Jaw Warriors did something similar yesterday to keep their playoff hopes alive. They had the power play, though. I saw the game sheet. They had a power play and then were even strength, so not short-handed like the Okanagan Rockets are.
This is a tall task to ask for, but if they proved anything this game, they are a resilient team and ready to battle.
Rockets win the faceoff. They'll bring it ahead on the right side into Caribou territory. The centering pass to left point, right side now. Rockets control the puck. 50 seconds to go to the power play. Long shot blocked off in front. Bounces in the right corner. Weir, his shot, glove save made by Fairley, and he'll hang on.
As the time's starting to wind down, they're just starting to fire shots on. I don't even know if they're going to try to waste the time and set up a play, or if they just want to keep firing shots and hope for the best, hope for rebounds, hope for tips, hope for just
anything, really, and that's all. Really, that's not a bad strategy. Just put the puck on net, see what happens.
Exactly. You can't score if you don't shoot, so might as well just keep peppering the shots on.
Cougars win the faceoff deep inside their own zone. Bank it off the glass out to center ice. Race for it there. Not going to catch up to it was Brown, and it's an icing call against Caribou. A minute 47 to go in the third period. 38 seconds to go on the Cougar power play. So Okanagan like to get one here while short-handed and get some time on that 6-on-5 to try and tie things up, while the Cougars like to just eat up as much of the clock as they possibly can.
Yeah, the Rockets will have just over a minute of 6-on-5 to try to make some magic happen.
Face-off won by the Rockets. Quick shot blocked off. Another chance in the left corner boards. Wyman fires it in behind the goal. Foot race for it there. Both teams clamor for it. Cougars get it back to the line. Not out. Held in. Long shot by Weir. Stop the rebound. Loose it, but they scored! Right under the bar. And it's a short-handed goal. And it's 4-3.
Wow. And short-handed, too. Holy, that's exactly what they need.
And don't go anywhere just yet. It's a one-goal game as the Okanagan Rockets won't go away quietly into the night. 18:30 the time of that goal. Brings us back within one.
There's still a minute 30 left. And over half of that will be 6-on-5 if they continue to have the goalie out.
21 seconds of 5-on-4 action. And Okanagan's got to get somebody on there. Goes Funk to the bench. We'll wait on the announce of the goal, but the Rockets back within one with 90 seconds to play here in the third period. Puck tied up. Cougars win it. Get it down inside of Okanagan territory, but the Rockets gain control back. They'll slide it ahead. Center ice. Cougars trying to get it back. Here come the Rockets in across the line. Whiteman, the captain, hit his wrist shot on goal. And right into the glove hand. Fairley will hang on.
This Rockets team now looks dangerous. They've come out with an extra boost, it looks like. Looks like they're skating faster, shooting harder. They just need that fourth goal to tie this up.
Extra attacker on once again as Whiteman sails in for the faceoff. Jugnuth and Patton both standing up in front of the penalty box. It'll be Jugnuth who comes back onto the ice. Played back to the line. Longer right side for Elliott on the right wing boards. Elliott backhands it down low. Extra attackers now on for Okanagan as they kill off the penalty. Right side, trailing by one, looking for the equalizer now. So we get the announcement on the third Okanagan goal here shortly as Caribou trying to clear it out. Unable to do so. Second effort, here it is.
For number 8, Steele Quiring. Assist on the goal goes to number 11, Dylan Whiteman, and number 24, Jace Weir. Acquiring from Whiteman and Weir. That was a short goal.
So Steele clearing with his second of the game and third of the tournament. Whiteman his third assist of the tournament, second of the game, and as well, Jace Weir with another helper, his second assist, so 3 assists for Weir as the Cougars get tagged for icing, 49.4 seconds left. Cougars now going to stack the front of their own goal. Rockets win the faceoff, but it slips out to center ice, and Okanagan forced back inside their own zone. 45 seconds to go. Rockets not panicking as they bring the puck ahead to center ice. Dump it down inside of Cougar territory. Funk races after it on the near side. Cougars get it though. They'll fire it down all the way for icing against Caribou once again. 32.5 seconds to go.
And just think, I don't think any of this would have happened if Yarsh didn't take that unsportsmanlike penalty, because that offset it could have been a 5-on-3. So if Yarsh wouldn't have did that little extra celebration, then none of this might not have happened. So you never know what could have happened there.
They saw deep inside of Cougar territory. Cougars 2 for 5 on the power play in this hockey game this afternoon. Rockets try and win it. Cougars get it though free, and they'll just bounce it out and down the ice, and a foot race back inside of his own zone is Elliott with it. He'll backhand it ahead, half minute to go. Funk turns, moves across ice, Jugna to center ice. Ahead on the right side, dumped down inside of Cougar territory, around the end wall. Left side, Rockets get in there. Control the puck, slide it in behind the net, 10 seconds to go. Center pass, here's a chance at the doorstep, so rebound, scramble, and finding down is the goaltender, and hanging on to that one is Fairley.
What a play by Fairley to hang on to that one. That was a risky gamble though. He dove out in front of his crease to cover up that puck. If he would have missed on that easy pot in empty net, but he knew what he was doing there and jumped on the puck.
41-27 shots on goal favoring the Okanagan Rockets. They trail it 4-3 though. Caribou Cougars hanging on, 7.8 seconds left on the clock.
And the game is going to go down to the very final second. This is going to feel like the longest 7.8 seconds ever.
Brandon didn't take the draw for Okanagan. Setting up on the right side to the glove hand side of the goaltender, wins it. Right side, there's a wrist shot, fired it just wide of the net. Off the end, boys, back in front. Final seconds, one last shot for the point. The rebound, game over. And the Caribou Cougars hang on and knock off the Okanagan Rockets by a 4-3 count.
Wow. That just went just wide at the last second.
Caribou Cougars hang on as the Okanagan Rockets, desperation in the final seconds of regulation, can't find a way to tie it up and make it a final. The Okanagan Rockets 4 and the Caribou Cougars 4 and the Okanagan Rockets 3, and the Caribou Cougars will take on the Calgary Buffaloes in our second semifinal at 6 o'clock tonight, so a little over 3.5 hours, but our first semifinal coming up in about half an hour's time. It'll be between the Saskatoon Blazers and the Moose Jaw Warriors as the two teams up at the blue line for player of the game. Sarah, they're going to shake hands first, and then they'll line up at the blue line for the players of the game. And as soon as we get that, we'll send it downstairs for the player of the game presentations.
What a crazy ending to that. Even in the last 7 seconds, just shots on goal and just barely wide on a couple. So some great opportunities by the Rockets. They hung in the game and never gave up. So that's what you like to see from out of these Rocket players.
The Caribou Cougars alternate captain Aiden Reeves as he was shaking hands. A lot of shoulder hugs with some Okanagan players, as these two teams will see each other again in the BC Midget League next part of the 2020 part of the calendar season. As they get set to line up at the respective blue lines, and the Caribou Cougars get set up for semi-final game against the Calgary Buffaloes, the lone remaining host team in the 2020 Max Midget Tournament, the 42nd annual Max Midget Hockey Tournament. They're the only local team to make it to the playoff round. They made it through the quarterfinals as we turn things over now downstairs for our Game Stars.
Motion, Kobe Apparel Canada and True Hockey Game Stars. representing the chairman of the Max Committee, Mr. Larry Herbison, will present the awards. So from the visiting Okanagan Rockets, with 2 goals, number 8, Steele Quiring.
Quiring gets the player of the game for the Okanagan Rockets.
From the home team, Caribou Cougars, with 2 goals and 1 assist, number 9, Brennan Bott.
And Bott, the player of the game for the Caribou Cougars. 2 goals and an assist in this one. It was huge for Caribou as he gave the team a 1-0 lead on the power play, a 2-1 lead in the second period, and then assisted on the 3-2 goal, a power play goal in the third period.
Yeah, that first power play goal that Bott scored, he broke the streak for the Rockets. They're with not allowing a power play goal, but a good power play will beat a good penalty kill.
Some friendly conversations going on between a couple of Cougars and a trio of Rocket players. Lions are just over there to make sure that it stays friendly.
All BC kids though, so probably good friends from back home.
They all know each other.
Have played each other for years probably.
Probably a lot of good luck wishes as Reeves going over to hug the Okanagan trainer and shake hands. I'm guessing Reeves used to play for Okanagan. That would be
that would make sense.
That would be a very short limb for me to go out on. Well, it's set for the first of 2 semifinals coming up in 20 minutes of time. Myself and Dave Standish will have that one starting at 3 o'clock. Like to thank Zach Stewart for joining us here this afternoon for this second quarterfinal. Zach, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It was great.
This is Chris Cole saying good afternoon, everybody. We'll see you again in 20 minutes at the second annual Max Midget Hockey Tournament presented by Circle K.
The Max Tournament Organizing Committee welcomes the Calgary Flames and the Calgary Hitmen, and we thank them for their support of this year's tournament.